And a good Friday evening. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. Central Lyon, George Little Rock Lions football on the air here on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network. Thank you all for coming along. We are on the road as we are live from Pocahontas here tonight as the Lions took that long bus ride down the road here to Pocahontas to take on the Indians of Pocahontas area. It is homecoming here at Pocahontas, so a big crowd here, a good line of events here going on tonight for the Pocahontas area homecoming situation. But the night is owned by the football teams here on the football field as the Lions and the Indians are going through their warm-ups here, getting ready for tonight's action. Central Lyon Broadcasting is brought to you by Avera Health, Frontier Bank, The Pizza Ranch, Pyramid Bank, Sanford Health, Noble Austin and Company PC, and the Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company, bringing you Central Lyon, George Little Rock Lion football here to our YouTube channel. Once again, we thank you for coming along. My name is Joel Viss. I'll be with you all night long here from Pocahontas. We want to invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we will give you up-to-date post when our videos are coming up and when we have live broadcasts, whether it be football, volleyball, or some of the other events going on. Obviously, coming up next week for the Lions, they will host homecoming at Central Lyon, so plenty of upcoming events for next week. As on Wednesday night, October the 4th, homecoming coronation will be at 7 o'clock. Thursday night, the volleyball will play Sioux Center at 6:50, and on Friday night, homecoming football versus Cherokee next Friday night at 7 o'clock, all part of the homecoming festivities. That is next week at Central Lyon. Also, we do remind you, next Wednesday, there is a blood drive going on at the Central Lyon High School, and it is also book fair and hot lunch week. So parents, make note of that it is hot lunch week, and you get to go down there and get your kids some books and enjoy hot lunch with your kids. Central Lyon, George Little Rock coming into tonight's ball game 1-4 overall, 1-2 in District 1 play, coming off of that defeat last Friday night to the Sheldon Orab. Sheldon jumped out to a big lead in the second quarter and then carried that on as they went into the fourth quarter and stretched it out and took a big win over CLGLR. CLGLR looking to bounce back here tonight on the road at Pocahontas area. For Pocahontas, the Indians come in 0-5 overall, 0-3 in District 1 play. They are coming off a loss to Boyden Hall Rock Valley last Friday night. Boyden Hall Rock Valley sits atop the District 1 standings at 4-1 overall, 3-0 in district play. They are tied up top there with Sioux Center. The Warriors, obviously, the Lions faced them the first week of district play, dropping a game in Sioux Center. The Warriors sit 5-0 and 3-0 overall. Those are the top two top two seeds currently in District 1, as we only take two out of the district for the current playoff format. Sitting behind them in that third place spot, that is MOC Floyd Valley. They are 2-3 overall, 2-1 in district play. The Sheldon Orabs tied with them at 2-1 in district play, 4-1 overall for the Orbs. Then it's Central Lyon, George Little Rock, followed by Cherokee at 1-2. Those two teams battling out. Cherokee hosting here tonight against Boyden Hall Rock Valley, so that we'll see what that game provides for us. Then you have Pocahontas area and the Esterville Lincoln Central Midgets, the Lions opponent just a few weeks back, both at 0-3 in district play. Also around District 1 here tonight, as we said, Boyden Hall Rock Valley is at Cherokee. Central Lyon, George Little Rock here on the road at Pocahontas. Esterville Lincoln Central is at Sheldon, and the Sioux Center Warriors are at MOC Floyd Valley around district play. The district is starting to shape up, and the teams that are starting to separate themselves for those playoff races for the Lions, obviously with two losses, are going to need a lot of wins and some help if they want any hopes of trying to get themselves back into a playoff picture of any sort, but things not looking very good right now for Curtis Eben's squad. For Curtis Eben, his team, the Central Lyon George Little Rock Lions, looking to rebound, looking to build throughout the rest of the season. They're not worried about the playoffs. They're not looking ahead. What they're looking for is to try and improve each and every week, come out and put together a good game plan and a good effort, and try and take this one and make all the positives that they can out of this season yet to come. So they go on a game-by-game basis as they work their way through. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we're going to get together with the head coach of the Pocahontas Indians, Mike Ain. We'll also get together with Coach Curtis Eben in our pregame show. We'll be back with more Central Lyon George Little Rock Lions football on the Lion Broadcast Network.
Frontier Bank proudly brings you Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's an easy way to earn cash, no talent necessary. It's like a participation trophy that's actually worth something. You do everyday things, we reward you in cash each month. That's free Casasa checking. Ask for free Casasa checking at Frontier Bank.
Hi, this is Dave DeNoble. It is a proven fact that as Americans, we're spending more time at work in order to make a living and less time with what we cherish most, our relationships with God, family, and friends. The staff at DeNoble & Company PC, Certified Public Accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne, is dedicated to working alongside you to accomplish all your business and personal financial needs. By partnering with DeNoble & Company PC, you can spend more time with family, friends, and at church, making the memories that are priceless.
Make your move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics.
Central Lyon, setting the standard for success.
Here at Central Lyon, we offer equal opportunities in a fun learning environment.
Students K through 12 participate in a wide variety of activities in and out of the classroom.
Teachers here at Central Lyon go the extra mile to help students achieve their academic goals.
Central Lyon, setting the standard for success.
And we welcome you back to the pregame show. It's time to talk Sheldon football with the head coach of the Orebs, Tyler Lloyd. Coach, thanks for joining us here today.
Yeah, no problem.
Coach, let's talk a little bit about your Sheldon team. You started off the year, had a really nice start with some really big lopsided wins to start non-conference play. Now into District 1 play, 1-1 on the record. Tell us a little bit about your team so far.
I think, we've been able to get off to a decent start. I mean, obviously, last week we played a juggernaut in Boyden Hall Rock Valley, and, the game like that, you're able to take a lot of things and learn from that, but we also realize we have a long way to go. District play's been tough on us. Our non-district schedule was not as intense as other programs, so we're still learning, trying to find out who we are and get ourselves established.
Well, and let's talk a little bit about last week's game. As you said, a juggernaut in Boyden Hall, Rock Valley. Always tough to play those guys at any time out there, but then also had a few mental errors and, a few miscues that really let that game get a little out of hand.
Yeah, I mean, the turnovers don't help your cause at all, and, the last 2 weeks we've had 5 and 6 turnovers respectively, so we've got a lot of work to do from that standpoint, but that's a coaching thing that we need to emphasize and work on, and we've put those things in place this week, and hopefully we can improve on that area.
Well, and like you said, that's a coaching thing. Definitely those things that happen out there, they're never a good thing to have happen, but it is something that's correctable.
Yeah, and, from our standpoint, too, we're going to continue to be aggressive, and some of those turnovers have been us being aggressive, but a majority of them have been just, lack of focus, lack of attention to detail and those kinds of things. And that's the area where coaches need to step in, and we got to get fixed. And we've done that. And I'm hoping that as we continue in district play, we're able to clean that up.
Well, let's put your sights ahead on tonight's ball game here. Another week in District 1 play. Once again, another tough game. You're going to go on the road to Central Lyon, George Little Rock. What are some things you expect to see from the Lions?
Well, it's Lyon County football, so I mean the way they run the football is different because they're using the quarterback more than fullback or tailback like they've done in the past. But a very capable runner, physical team, physical ball club, and we've struggled with that the last 2 weeks playing a physical ball club. So we're going to have to be ratcheted up and ready to go from that standpoint.
What are some things that you think you might see from the Central Lyon George Little Rock defense that you got to be prepared for?
They're going to pack the box. They had a really good game plan for us last year, and were able to keep things in front of them. We also got off to a really slow start last year as well. So from that standpoint, it makes it extremely difficult. We're going to have to try to establish the run, and then we're going to have to be opportunistic when we do throw the ball.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your Sheldon Oreb football team. You've had a chance to look at the tape. Obviously, you see what CLGLR might do to you. What are some things where you think the Sheldon Orebs will be able to have some success?
I think we just need to make plays when there are plays to be made, and we've got to have times where we're opportunistic. You're not going to hit a home run every time you swing for the fences, but we're going to continue to be aggressive from that standpoint, and hopefully we're able to make some big plays. And then special teams, we're going to have to tighten those things down. Central Line was able to really turn that game around last week with special teams play, blocking the punt for the score, and then their punt return team kept them on their side of the 50 most of the night, and that really let the game get out of hand. So we're going to have to do better from that standpoint as well. That's been an area of focus for us this week.
Obviously, District 1 football is always some of the toughest around the state of Iowa, but always makes it a little bit tougher when you have to go on the road.
Yeah, absolutely. And, crowd turnout and fan turnout like that, it's different. And there'll be a lot of purple and yellow out to tomorrow night for sure. And we'll see how well we travel. It's tough when you have a game like last week and, it takes a little bit of the wind out of your sails. But we're still an improving ball club, and we're still a long ways from where we want to be as we continue to try to grow this program.
Well, we're 5 games into the season now, and you look at a very physical District 1, as we talked about earlier on, and with that physicality always comes the bumps and bruises. How is your team looking on the injury front?
We've been very fortunate from that standpoint. We're getting some of the soft tissue things that we work on, and limits some kids a little bit, but for the most part, we've been fortunate, and that's something that we cannot afford. We cannot afford to have injuries. I know other teams have had injuries to key players and main players for them, and like I said, up until this point, we've been good. But like you said, it's 2A District 1. It's another physical Friday night, and we're going to have to be ready for that, and hopefully still continue to hold up.
What do you see as some of the keys to picking up a win in Rock Rapids tonight?
Like I said, momentum is a big thing. First team that can kind of grab that, and then keeping momentum. We've really struggled with that. We've had opportunities to, kind of close the door on some teams, and we haven't been able to do that at times this year. And then the biggest thing is to, flush what happened last week from our standpoint and move forward. And, from Central Lion's standpoint, getting their first win last week, they've got to be feeling pretty good about themselves. So I think momentum will be the deciding factor.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you spending some time with us here today, and we wish you the best of luck.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it.
That is the head coach of the Sheldon Oriams, Tyler Lloyd. We'll be back with more of the pregame show when we return.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face. A long lost friend with a helpful hand. Picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank. In your own backyard. With people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
But I literally didn't see your text.
Pizza Ranch legends.
Like
the husband who didn't text back about supper.
Probably near a text dead zone. You've heard of a text dead zone, right?
It's only a legend, but just in case, there's all kinds of husband didn't text back about supper flavor at Pizza Ranch.
I'm totally getting taco pizza!
There's all kinds of that at Pizza Ranch.
Central Lyon Community School District, setting the standard for success. Here at Central Lyon, we have a tradition of excellence and take pride in our quality education. Central Lyon has undergone many changes over the years, but our mission has remained the same: to provide an education and the opportunity for all students to become productive, lifelong learners. Our rich history combines with our state-of-the-art facilities to give students the best of both worlds. Our students have access to the newest technology, dedicated teachers, and a community that supports our efforts. Central Lyon Community School District, setting the standard for success.
And we welcome you back to the pregame show. It's time to talk Central Lyon George Little Rock football with head coach Curtis Eben. Coach, thanks for taking your time once again.
All right, thanks for having me, Joel.
Coach, let's talk a little bit about last week coming into the game at home against Sheldon, coming off a win over Estherville Lincoln Central where we played relatively well and thought we had a good game plan going for Sheldon and just didn't come out and the cards didn't play right.
Yeah, going into the game, we had some momentum going. We really felt like our offense was finally turning the corner, and defensively, I thought we were right where we needed to be going into that game. Give Sheldon credit, as always. Anytime a team beats you, you got to give them credit. Our guys, we didn't show up to play as much as I thought we were prepared to play, going into that game. I thought defensive line-wise and linebacker-wise, we played a pretty solid game. That D-line played as well as they have all year. And then we had DB-wise, we just had some mistakes in the backfield back there. A couple of DBs slipped and left some receivers wide open, and just things that you can't do in a good ball game like that. And once the momentum started swinging the other way, we struggled a little bit. I thought first half, we had a 19-play drive on offense, really got things moving. It was a slower drive, but anytime you get in first downs on third and shorts and things like that, that's a good situation for your ball club. And we had a momentum going, and then we got down in the red zone and we threw that pick, and after that they scored again. So all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're down 21-0, and you're battling back from that.
And like you said, we were playing defense very well. I had forced Sheldon to 2 3-and-outs. They didn't have a first down in the first quarter. Then we had that nice drive and threw the interception. And like you said, just a few plays that don't go our way allowed that game to get out of hand.
Yeah, you always, they always say 5 or 6 plays will determine the game, and that's very similar to Friday night. I thought, you just gave up we gave up 2 big pass plays and a long run play, and it was just basically assignment football that we didn't get. Our guys didn't make the play, and so we make those plays, and they punt the ball, or we get the ball back, or whatever it may be. But in that situation, we didn't make those plays.
Well, we talk about the 24-hour rule. We don't like to hang on losses like that. We try to put it behind us. We do try to learn from it going forward, and now we set our sights on Pocahontas.
Yeah, again, like you said, we move on. We get going here. Pocahontas is, they're struggling right now. I'd say they're very similar boat to us. They just can't get over that bubble to get a win, and they got some good athletes. They really, as much as they're 0-5, they do some decent things on offense, and they play very, very sound defense. They're very, very well coached. They may be limited on athletes, but they do put their athletes in good position to make plays. They will find their athletes and get them the ball on offense. So, as much as they're 0-5, they're a good ball team yet.
We talk about those athletes from Pocahontas, and putting them in the right places, absolutely. What are some things that we expect to see from Pocahontas?
Their quarterback is the Boovie kid. He's a real good, fluent athlete. I think he's related to the Boovies up here in Northwest Iowa. So, he's going to be a good athlete. And then they got a wide receiver that a real good receiver, runs real good routes. Fast kid, taller kid. Those type of kids. And they're back. And they got a running back that runs the ball pretty well. But you're going to see a lot of run from their quarterback. You're going to see when they throw the ball, you're going to see them try to get up to number 6 or one of their better receivers. And those are things you're going to see on offense. Defensively, D-line, they got some big hosses up there. They play very disciplined. They're sound on the edge. So we're going to have to try to get to the corner as soon as we can and try to open up their defense a little bit.
Well, let's go to the Lions side of the football here. What are some things that you've seen from watching that tape, and maybe some things that we picked up after last week where we can improve and maybe take advantage and try and get back on the right course?
I think defensively, we got to stop their quarterback from running, and we got to really shut down their best receiver. You take those two guys out of the mix, make somebody else beat us. Those are, they're two best athletes on their team. So our goal right now and our focus is to take those two guys out of the mix and make somebody else beat us. So you're going to see that defensively. Offensively, again, it's going to be a matter of just controlling the offensive line and getting things set up. Again, they play disciplined defense, and so we really got to set that corner for our jet motion stuff, and hopefully we loosen up their defense a little bit, and then we can kind of come back with some quarterback run. You're going to see some passing game stuff, your under routes and mixed matching, just because of some of the man zone they play and things like that. Their man free zone they play, but we'll mix it up a little bit. You're going to see a lot of different formations, a lot of different guys on the offense touch the ball tonight.
We're going on the road to Pocahontas. It's a long bus trip out there, about 2.5 to 3 hours on the bus out there. How do you think our guys are going to prepare as they go on that long road trip?
We talked about it all week. It's a matter of we just need to, stay focused on what our job is. The bus ride will be the bus ride. It is part of it. They make a lot of bus rides themselves. So for us, we're going to get on the bus. We'll stop halfway. We'll get off, eat some subs, get some Gatorade in us, get some food in us halfway, and then get down there and get to do business. Our focus is we had a good week of practice, and now we got to put our week of practice and put it on the game field.
We talk about the bus ride can be a good way to get focused, like you just said, but in the same aspect, when you ride on the bus that long, what are some things we can do when we get off the bus to get us loosened up and get us ready for game time?
Yeah, it's just like you said, we got to get loosened up. We got to get the blood flowing. Got to get that mojo going a little bit when we get off the bus. Get our guys focused on their responsibilities. So we'll get off the bus and we'll get a little stretch in. Get the juice flowing a little bit through those guys. Start talking football with them and get them focused on what their job is.
Well, last week we were missing a few pieces of the puzzle out there. Zed Hymanson obviously not on the field with an injury last week. We had a couple of kids dealing with some illnesses throughout that game against Sheldon. How are those guys looking this week and going into Pocahontas?
Yeah, good. Zed had a good week of practice. He's back to moving pretty well, and so that was good to see. We missed Zed last week. Especially on the defensive side of the ball, Zed does an outstanding job at corner.
And we welcome you back here to Pocahontas for tonight's football matchup in District 1 play between Central Lyon, George Little Rock, and the Pocahontas area Indians. Pocahontas has won the toss. They have elected to defer. The Lions will elect to receive and will defend the south goal. They'll be moving from right to left in your mind's eye. Chase Bovey has the ball teed up, ready to give the ball the boot. He is the do-everything man here for Pocahontas area. He will be the quarterback. He's their leading rusher and also the kicker here. We have a delay here shortly as we get things started. Once again, we welcome you in here tonight. Joel Viss live with you here, bringing you the play-by-play action. Tight quarters here in Pocahontas, but we do appreciate their hospitality, bringing us in and allowing us to broadcast live from their school on homecoming here at Pocahontas. The Lions in their road whites with the purple pants, the gold helmets, and the purple numbers. Pocahontas in the home reds with the black pants and the red helmets. Bovey gives the ball a boot, a low squib kick right up the middle of the field, takes a hop. Van Beek has it, starts to make his way up the field across the 30, has a little bit of room across the 40, fights through tackles. He's in open space, breaking to the sidelines and tripped up as he crosses the 40-yard line down at the 35 and into Pocahontas area territory. And it was Chandler Witzke making the touchdown saving tackle, and a great start so far for the Central Lyon George Little Rock Lions as Van Beek just about goes the distance on the opening kickoff. Lions will take over first down and 10 at the Pocahontas 35-yard line. Great starting field position for the Road Lions. A great way to get things started off. They'll start with trips to the right, single to the left. Van Beek stands in the shotgun alongside Nagel. Nagel calls it out. He'll hand off to Van Beek. He'll put the head down, cuts through a few tackles, has first down yardage across the 25 to the 24. We're finally being drugged down after a gain of 11. Colton Van Beek, a tough little runner out there, not feeling the greatest last Friday night, but coming out here strong with a kickoff return and now an 11-yard run to start things off. 11:35 to go here in this first quarter here. Lions, their opening drive. First down and 10 at the Pocahontas 24-yard line. Nagel in the shotgun. Nick White comes in motion from left to right. Flags will fly early, and the officials will call a motion penalty against the Lions, and that'll march them back here on first down. Penalty will be walked off, be marked all the way back to the 29-yard line. First down and 15 now for the Lions. Two men going in motion there as White went in motion, the first man, and then had another Lion move up front. Lions once again break the huddle in that shotgun. Twins to the right, twins to the left. Van Beek in the shotgun. White once again in motion. They'll hand off Van Beek left side. Has some running room out in front. Tries to run through a few tackles. Will inside the 25-yard line. Inside the 20 down to the 15. And they will actually mark him at the 14-yard line. Going to be very close to another first down here. Going to say he is just short. But a 14-yard run there for Colton Van Beek. He's got two great carries to start things off here for Central Lyon George Litterock. Second down and 1. Ball just inside the 15-yard line for CLGLR. Nagel in the shotgun. Twins to each side. Man in motion is White. They fake to him, looking to pass left corner, looking for Hymanson. He goes up strong in the end zone and comes down with it. Zed Hymanson, a 15-yard touchdown reception there to set the Lions up 6-0 here with 10:30 to go in the first quarter. 15-yard touchdown reception for Zed Hymanson. Zed Hymanson not playing last week with a calf injury and came back, practiced strong all week long, and they get him some touches early on, and he scores the first touchdown for Central Lyon George Litterock. Swinging gate formation is on here for the Lions with 10.5 to play in this first quarter. Lions leading 6-0. Brady Wright will do the holding. Trey Murray with the snapping duties, and Carter Krall on to do the kicking here for the Lions. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, and the kick is good as well with 10:30 to go here in the first quarter. The Lions are on top early as they lead Pocahontas area 7-0. We'll be back when we return to more Central Lyon George Litterock football on the Lion Broadcast Network.
Frontier Bank proudly brings you Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's an easy way to earn cash, no talent necessary. It's like a participation trophy that's actually worth something. You do everyday things, we reward you in cash each month. That's free Kasasa checking. Ask for free Kasasa checking at Frontier Bank.
And we welcome you back here to Pocahontas. 10:30 to go in the first quarter. Lions jump out to an early lead. Colton Van Beek with a big kickoff return brings it into Pocahontas territory. A couple good Van Beek runs, followed by a 15-yard touchdown pass from Lucas Nagel to Zed Hymanson to get the Lions on the board. 7-0 their lead here early in this one. Romel Lopez on to do the kicking duties here for the Lions as he has the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. Back to do the receiving duties for the Indians is Chase Bove and Cameron Callion. High end-over-end kick gone down to the corner. Bove will get it at the 15-yard line, start making his way up the field through a few tackles about to the 30-yard line where he's finally brought down by Carter Krall. He is brought down on the sidelines. And Pocahontas will start with their first possession of the ball game. First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Chase Bove will be the quarterback here tonight. He is their do-everything guy. He's their leading passer and leading rusher, so look to hear his name a lot. Number 4 will come out in the shotgun formation. He'll send twins to the left, single to the right. Now looking it out, calling out his count as he looks over the defense. Back to pass, looks left now with the middle field. Ball's batted down immediately. Big Ross Wiertzma and Cole Stave getting their hands up there and batting that ball down incomplete on first down. And that'll bring up second down and 10. Lions defense looking to capitalize on what the Lion offense could do. The Lions trying to bounce back after a tough loss last Friday night against Sheldon at home. Looking to rebound and get themselves back in the W column. Second down and 10 here for Pocahontas. Twins to the right, single to the left, shotgun formation for Bove. He'll roll right side. He's going to keep it. Works his way around the corner. Has all sorts of running room across the 40, across the 50. Now knocked out of bounds by Lucas Nagel into Lion territory at the 40-yard line. A big run there. That was quarterback keep all the way, and good blocking up front for Pocahontas. Lions got beat on the edge there and allowed Bovey to get outside. First down and 10 here for Pocahontas area at the Lions 40-yard line, looking to answer the Lions touchdown. 10-10 to go here in this first quarter. Lions lead 7-0. Twins to each side now. Bovey in the shotgun. Now man comes in motion. He'll hand up right up the middle of the field. Gives it off to Chaden Deitcher. Deitcher is wrapped up as he crosses the line of scrimmage for about a yard down to the 39-yard line. Lion defensive line once again standing strong in the middle of the field. In on that was Ross Wiertzma, also Austin Winkle, and Matt Matuska for the Lions. Second down and 9 coming here for Pocahontas as they're trying to keep the chains alive and keep themselves moving here into Lion territory. Pistol formation, Twins to the right, Twins to the left. Man in motion once again. Back to pass is Bovey. He'll take a shot down the field. Has his man on the sidelines. Catch is made by Cameron Callion at the 21-yard line where he steps out of bounds. Good concentration as he got the hands up and the feet down to complete the catch there on the sidelines. They'll say he stepped out right at the 20-yard line, so a 19-yard reception there for Pocahontas and another chain mover. 9:28 to go in the first quarter. Pocahontas comes out, Twins left, single right. Bovey in the pistol formation once again. Now running left. He'll keep it this time. Lions in pursuit, trying to stretch it out. Flags will fly. Bovey is knocked out of bounds after a gain of about 4, but we'll see what the penalty flag comes. Looks like in the area of a hold, and we'll see exactly what the officials decide to call. 9:19 to go here in the first quarter. Lions scoring on their first drive, leading 7-0 here, but Pocahontas trying to answer the call as they are deep into Lion territory. Holding will be the penalty against Pocahontas area, so that will take away the 4-yard run for Chase Bovey. Ball will be spotted back from the spot of the foul. We'll push it all the way back to the 28-yard line. Lion, their Pocahontas area will have it first down in about 18 here. Twins to the left now, trips to the left. They'll go right off the bat. Pistol formation for Chase Bovey. Bovey back to pass, looking left side, looking deep down the field. Now trying to duck out of pressure. He'll put the ball down and run. He's got across the first down marker, heading towards the end zone, tiptoes the sidelines, and it looks like he stepped out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. We'll see exactly where they marked him out. It looks like it is at the 3. That'll be a 25-yard run there. Chase Bovey doing a good job there. He was looking down the field, decided to tuck and run, and got out of the grasp of those defensive linemen. First down and goal here now for the Indians. Twins to the left, single to the right here. Bovey in the pistol formation, man in motion here this time by. Fake the handoff. No, they will hand off to the motion man. That is Jamison Frk, and he will get in for the Indian touchdown. 8:51 to go here in the first quarter. Pocahontas not wasting any time answering the call here. Lions scored. Now they have scored. 7-6 is the lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock with the extra point to come. On to do the kicking duties here is Cade Hendrickson for Pocahontas area. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, and the kick is good as well. We're all tied at 7 here with 8:51 to play in the first quarter. We'll be back with more Lion football on the Lion Broadcast Network.
But I literally didn't see your text.
Pizza Ranch legends.
Like
the
I was
husband who didn't text back about supper.
probably near a text dead zone. You've heard of a text dead zone, right?
It's only a legend, but just in case, there's all kinds of husband didn't text back about supper flavor at Pizza Ranch.
I'm totally getting taco pizza!
There's all kinds of that at Pizza Ranch.
And we welcome you back here live from Pocahontas. 8:51 to go here in the first quarter. Lions strike first, but Pocahontas comes right back, and they have tied it at 7 here in the first quarter. Both offenses may be able to move the ball at will here. Defense is still looking for a little bit of that. Pocahontas will have the ball teed up. On to do the kicking duties here once again will be Hendrickson. Hendrickson doing the kicking this time. Bovey kicked off to start the game. Hendrickson with a short end-over-end kick. It bounces at the 35-yard line. Falling down on it, and they barely get on it are the Lions. It was Cade Greasy jumping on that ball and finally retaining the possession for the Lions. A little bit of a footing issue there, and could have been very costly. First down and 10 here for the Lions. They will take the ball at first down and 10 at the 26-yard line, their own 26-yard line after starting in Pocahontas territory. A little bit longer to go. Trips to the left, twins to the right, empty backfield for Lucas Nagel. Nagel calls out his count. He's going to keep it right up the middle of the field. Breaks through some tackles out across the 30 to about the 35. Going to be a pickup of about 9 on first down here, and we'll see where they spot the ball. They might actually bring it back just a little bit. Going to be an 8-yard pickup for Nagel, so that'll set up second down and 2. Lions looking to go back and strike once again. That first possession, they marched it right down the field, able to score with a pass to Hymanson. Second down and 2 at their own 34-yard line. Man coming in motion. This time is Carter Crawl. Ball hits him, but Carter picks it up. He's knocked down in the backfield inside the 30-yard line at the 29. A 6-yard loss there. Bad timing there for the Lions as the snapper snapped it right into the side of Carter, and he was lucky to just pick it up and got a lucky bounce off the turf. But nonetheless, a 6-yard loss brings up third down and 7 for Central Lyon George Little Rock. Third and 7 at their own 29-yard line. Trips to the right, single to the left. Man in motion. Now it goes Nagel. He's running right side, trying to get around the edge. He's tripped up as he tries to get forward yards. He'll pick up a couple across the 30, maybe the 32 on the stretch for a pickup of 3, but nonetheless a fourth down and punting situation for the Lions. Colton Buss will come on to do the punting duties here for CLGLR. Back to do the returning boovies will be Boovie and Callion for the Pocahontas area Indians. 7:08 to go here in the first quarter, all tied at 7. Buss with a good end-over-end punt. He's going to get it way down inside of Pocahontas area. They'll let it bounce at the 30. Takes a Lion roll to the 25, where it is downed there on the 25-yard line, and Pocahontas will take over once again. Ball was down by Tyler Vandenover, getting down there and being the first Lion to the spot. A penalty flag back here on the far side of the field. They're going to say there was an early motion on Central Lyon George Little Rock, and so they're going to bring this one back, actually. They will mark a 5-yard penalty off here on CLGLR. That'll put them back to a fourth down and 9 situation and bring them back inside the 30-yard line. And Buss will have to do the kicking duties once again. Buss standing at his own 15-yard line, ready to give the ball a boot. Boovie and Callion will stand back there. He'll get the ball. A low kick this time as it's going to take a bounce at the 41 and take a Lion roll once again. Nobody choosing to pick it up, and this will actually work to the Lions' benefit as it goes down inside the 25 and is down at the 24 by Trey Murray. First down and 10 now here for Pocahontas at their own 24-yard line. So Buss answers with another beauty of a kick there. Pocahontas looking here on their second offensive possession. 6:45 to go in the first quarter, all tied at 7. Boovie will come out here and run the show once again. He'll send twins to the left, single to the right. He stands in that pistol formation. Man now in motion here from left to right. Boovie will keep it himself, working over the left side, pushing the pile ahead, still pushing himself away, and very close once again to first down yardage. And Boovie not going down, refusing to be tackled there, getting some assistance, and he'll get out to the 34. It'll be a 10-yard pickup and a Indian first down. First down and 10 once again here for Pocahontas. as they will keep the ball moving along at their own 34-yard line. Lions defense yet to stand up and to find an answer here for this Indian offense. Pistol formation for Boovie, twins to the right, single to the left, man in motion from right to left. They'll hand off right up the middle. They'll give it to Matt Kopriva. Kopriva break into the sideline before he's knocked out of bounds, but not before he picks up 7 on first down, setting up second down and about 3. Ball will be spotted at about the 43-yard line. Second down and 3 here for the Pocahontas area Indians as they will break the huddle again. Pistol formation, twins to the right, twins to the left this time. Kopriva stands behind Boovie. Boovie back to pass. Now he's going to run. Looking right side. Has blockers in front. Across the 50, across the 45. Tries to sidestep Hymanson. Hymanson wraps him up, but he falls forward to the 40-yard line and into CLGLR territory are the Pocahontas area Indians. They're moving the ball with ease here on this Lion defense. Ball spotted with the tip of the football right on that 40-yard line. 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. All tied at 7, but Pocahontas looking to charge down the field and possibly take the lead. First and 10 here for the Indians. Twins to each side. Boovie stands in that pistol formation. Kopriva stands behind him. Boovie back to pass, looking left side. Now he's got pressure there. Rolls out left side. Now he's going to tuck it and run. Tucks his head down, and he runs out of bounds on the sidelines after a pickup of 3. Lions asking for a hold there on Stave, but not going to get the call here as it actually goes for a gain of 4 for Boovie. Boovie gets 4 yards on that down to the 36-yard line, and it'll be second down and 6. Running the plays in now here for Pocahontas will be Chaden Deitcher. He'll bring the play in here for the Indians on second down and 6 inside of CLGLR territory, most likely 4-down territory. Twins to the right, twins to the left. Pistol formation once again. They'll hand up Kopriva. He'll jump through the original line of scrimmage and pick up about 4 after being contacted by the linebackers there. Matuska in on the tackle as well as Winkle. It'll bring up third down and a long 1, a short 2 here for Pocahontas area. 5:15 to go in the first quarter. Barring anything disastrous, you would assume Pocahontas area will go for it on fourth down regardless. They'll send twins receivers to each side once again. Boovie stands in that shotgun. Now he'll hand off Kopriva. Big hole over the left side. Lucas Nagel brings him down as he crosses into the 30-yard line down to about the 26 for a 6-yard gain and another first down here for Pocahontas. Pocahontas area now with the ball, first down and 10. Ball at the 27-yard line of CLGLR. They break the huddle once again. Once again, they'll send twin receivers to each side. Pistol formation for Boovie. Kopriva behind him. Boovie back to pass once again, looking left side. He's going to tuck and run. He's wrapped up, takes a hard hit, but falls forward as he crosses the 25 to about the 24, possibly the 23. We'll see where he actually spun to the ground out. But another nice gainer there, about 5 yards on first down. Boovie does a nice job of standing in the pocket, showing pass, and then he takes off to run. And he is a big, powerful running back there when he has to out there. Only 175 pounds, but runs like he's about 200. Twins to each side once again. A little confusion this time. Man in motion, left to right. They'll fake the hand to the running back, and Boovie will take off left side. Breaks through some tackles. Down the sidelines he goes and gets hit at the goal line, but crosses the goal line. And Chase Boovie is in from 23 yards out, and Pocahontas has on top 13-7 with 3:44 to go here in the first quarter. That give and go, just like the Lions like to run there, where they show the handoff to the running back. Boovie keeps it, breaks around left end, and gets to the corner. And once he hit the corner, there was nobody in his way, and he gets to the end zone with these 23 yards on the touchdown. Hold is good, kick is good as well. 3:44 to go Pocahontas area leading Central Lyon George Little Rock 14-7. We'll be back with more Central Lyon George Little Rock football on the Lion Broadcast Network.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face. A long lost friend with a helpful hand. Picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank in your own backyard. With people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
Back in Pocahontas here, where the Indians of Pocahontas area have just taken the lead over Central Lyon George Little Rock 14-7. They are 2 for 2 on drives here in the first quarter. Lions marched down the field and scored on their opening drive, then were held to a 3-and-out and forced to punt the ball away on their second drive. Cade Hendrickson on to do the kicking duties once again here for Pocahontas. He has the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. Back to receive is Van Beek and White for the Lions. A short end-over-end kick bounces at the 30-yard line. Lions just fall on it with Parker Netton. And Parker Netton will save the possession here for the Lions. Obviously, Pocahontas not wanting to give the Lions another chance as the opening kickoff, Colton Van Beek just about took to the house. Lions will take over first down and 10 at their own 28-yard line, trailing 14-7. Looked good on their first opening drive, a little bit stale on drive number 2. Now want to rebound and get themselves back in the right running order. Lions break the huddle. They'll send 3 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Van Beek alongside Nagel. They'll hand off to Van Beek. He'll break left side, trying to break through tackles, nothing doing, but he does get forward to the 30 for about 2 yards on first down, bringing up second down and 8. Those were 2 really good runs there for Van Beek early in that first drive. That exact same play. This time couldn't get away from the grasp of the defensive end for the Indians. Lions break the huddle, second down and 8 at the 30-yard line. 4 receivers right, Nagel empty backfield. He'll take off on it, going right side, cuts it up the field, takes a hit as he crosses the line of scrimmage and picks up a yard, if that. And it'll bring up third down and long here for Central Lyon George Little Rock. Clock dips below 3 minutes to play. Lions trailing 14-7. Definitely need an answer here on the road at Pocahontas. Central Lyon George Little Rock looking at third down and long here. They will break the huddle, send twin receivers off to each side. Van Beek in the backfield next to Nagel. Now Nick White comes in motion. They'll fake the hand to him, looking left side. Deep ball down the left side. Hymanson, the receiver, goes up for it right through his hands as he makes contact with the defender at the 40-yard line. Ball falls incomplete, and the Lions will be forced to punt the ball away again. Nagel just throwing a jump ball up there for Hymanson. Looked like he definitely had the jump, but the ball went through his hands, and he took a hit as he came to the ground there from Jamison Frerk to break up the reception. Buss back on to do the punting duties again, stands at his own 20. He'll give the ball a boot, a nice spiraling kick, bounces at the 35, picked up by Boovie. Boovie's going to try and bring it up the field. He's wrapped up immediately at the 35-yard line and brought to the ground. In on the tackle there was Nick White for Central Lyon George Little Rock. We'll see where they mark him with forward progress. They are going to give him all the way out to the 33-yard line, 33-yard line. First down and 10 here for the Indians. They've had no resistance so far when they've been on offense. They are 2 for 2 on offensive possessions as they lead 14-7 with 2:15 to play here in the first quarter. Indians break the huddle. They'll send 3 receivers right, single receiver to the left. Pistol formation for Boovie. Kopriva behind him there. They'll roll out right side. Boovie looking down the field. Now he's going to run. Stave crashes down on him and wraps him up. He will cross the line of scrimmage, but only for about a yard as he will be brought down. And the officials finally blowing the whistle there. Maybe thinking the ball might have come out there. Parker Netton came out of the pile with the ball, but they'll say that Boovie was down by contact. Second down and 9 here for the Indians with 2 minutes to play here. Indians now taking their time here as they bring the play in from the sidelines. Running the play in there is Cale Christians for Pocahontas area, wide receiver for them. They'll come out, trips to the right, single to the left, pistol formation. Boovie stands there, Kopriva behind him, back to pass once again. Looking right side, now looks underneath, finds Kopriva across the 35 at the 37-yard line. Going to be about a 4-yard pickup there. Good job there by the linebackers of Netton and also Carter Krall coming in to knock him out of bounds after about a 4 to 5 yard pickup. It'll be third down and about 5 for Pocahontas here. Third down and 5, ball at the 39-yard line. Actually set just shy of the 39-yard line. They'll break the huddle, send Twins to each side here, and a timeout will be called. Pocahontas area wants to talk over this third down. 1:02 to go here in the first quarter. Pocahontas area leading Central Lyon George Little 14-7. We'll be back when we return on more Lion football on the Lion Broadcast Network.
Hi, this is Dave DeNoble. It is a proven fact that as Americans, we're spending more time at work in order to make a living and less time with what we cherish most, our relationships with God, family, and friends. The staff at DeNoble & Company PC, Certified Public Accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne, is dedicated to working alongside you to accomplish all your business and personal financial needs. By partnering with DeNoble & Company PC, you can spend more time with family, friends, and at church, making the memories that are priceless.
Welcome back to Pocahontas here. 1:02 to play in the first quarter. Pocahontas leading Central Lyon George Little Rock 14-7 here in the first quarter. Pocahontas taking a timeout, now hurrying up on the ball. Third down and 5 at their own 39-yard line. Twins to each side. Boovie stands in that pistol formation, and they get the Lions to jump. Lucas Nagel, the outside linebacker, goes on the hard count. And that'll be very close to another first down here. We'll see exactly where they spotted. They were just shy of the 39, so they'll be just shy of the 44. But they do say that is enough for a Pocahontas first down. Tough break there for the Lions as their defense was finally starting to step up and had forced them into a decision-making situation. First down and 10, ball at their own 44 for Pocahontas. Twins to each side, pistol formation for Boovie. Boovie back to pass, looking left side now. He's going to tuck. He'll pull up and try and pass. Almost intercepted there. Carter Krall tried to jump the route, and it was just thrown a little bit too low. Intended receiver was Devin Wagner for Pocahontas area, so the clock will stop on the incompletion. Makes second down and 10 here for Pocahontas. Pocahontas leading with 14-7 here. They're, as we said, they are 2 for 2 on offensive possessions. Lions looking to make the right defensive arrangements to see if they can get the ball back and give themselves a shot. Twins to the left, single to the right. Man now coming in motion is Callion. And a timeout will be called once again by Pocahontas area. That's their second timeout here of the first quarter. With 56 seconds to go. Last time they called timeout, they came out and got the Lions to jump on third down and 5 to extend their drive. Now they sit second down and 10 at their own 44, using their second timeout. That could come back here in the first half, and in case they need to use it at the end of the half. With 56 seconds to go, the Lions came out and they took the opening kickoff and returned it into Pocahontas territory down to the 35-yard line on a great return by Colton Van Beek. A couple nice big runs by the Lions, and then a 15-yard pass from Nagel to Hymanson to get the Lions on the board first at 7-0. Pocahontas area wasted no time moving down the field in their next two possessions to take the lead. Pocahontas back up on the ball here. Twins to the right, single to the left. Man in motion is Callion, right to left. They'll hand off to him. He'll cut it up the field. Has some speed. Slips as he crosses the 50-yard line. Took some contact there from Van Beek as he crossed the 50, and he goes down at the 49, just inside CLGLR territory. Third down and about 3 coming for Pocahontas. They will have to run another play here in the first quarter on third down. We'll see if they can extend their drive or if the Lions D can step up. Twins to the right, twins to the left. Man in motion is Callion once again. They'll fake this time, give it to Boovie. Boovie break into the sidelines there, stiff arms his way around White. Now down, he breaks a few more tackles, beats Hymanson, breaks another tackle inside the 5 at the 3, and he is finally knocked out of bounds, and a late flag comes in as he was thrown down at the 2-yard line. Hymanson was the first one to have a shot at him. He got the stiff arm. Nick White couldn't make the tackle, or Colton Van Beek finally knocked out of bounds and thrown to the ground. Officials are discussing this. It could be a late hit out of bounds on Boovie. If that is the case, it is a personal foul against Central Lyon George Litterock. That'll move the ball down to the 1-yard line. It'll be first down and goal for Pocahontas here with 9 seconds to go in the first quarter. Pocahontas leading 14-7, looking to tack on another one. They have not been stopped yet by this Lion defense. Lion defense definitely needs a wake-up call. They might need this quarter break to get back into it. 9 seconds to play here. Clock is stopped here. Twins to the left, single to the right. Boovie in the shotgun formation. He'll hand off to Kopriva. He'll put the head down through the middle of the field, and he is in for the 1-yard touchdown run with 5 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Indians now extend their lead to 20-7 here over the Lions of Central Lyon George Litterock with the kick to come. Cade Hendrickson on to do the kicking duties once again. Callion, the holder here for the Indians. Pocahontas had themselves in a third down situation. Flags will fly here before the play can get off here. It looks like this one might be early motion on the lineman of the Indians. Looks like we have an equipment penalty here for it's an equipment violation, so they will march the ball back to the 7-yard or the 8-yard line now. And it looks like the Indians will bring on the offense and try and go for 2. 5 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Pocahontas leading 20-7, 2-point conversion coming here. And now they're going to switch the quarterback up here. Coming in at quarterback will be Chandler Witzke. He drops back to pass, throws over the right side, finds Callion in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And with 5 seconds to play in the first quarter, Pocahontas extends their lead to 22-7. We'll be back with more Lion football on the Lion Broadcast Network.
Make your move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics.
Back in Pocahontas, and the Indians celebrating homecoming here tonight, and they are off to the races and in style here in the first quarter. 22-7, they lead Central Lyon George Litterock with 5 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Hendrickson on to do the kicking duties once again here for the Indians. Nick White and Van Beek back to do the returning duties. A high end over end kick. It'll be caught by White at the 20-yard line. Now making his way left side there. Now he's going to try and reverse. Up the middle of the field, finally wrapped up as he crosses the 35 to the 37-yard line, where he will be brought down, and that will bring an end to quarter number 1. After the first quarter of play, the Lions trail Pocahontas area 22-7. We'll be back after this when we return to more Lion football on the Lion Broadcast Network.
Central Lyon, setting the standard for success.
Here at Central Lyon, we offer equal opportunities in a fun learning environment.
Students K through 12 participate in a wide variety of activities in and out of the classroom.
Teachers here at Central Lyon go the extra mile to help students achieve their academic goals.
Central Lyon, setting the standard for success.
Back in Pocahontas here, second quarter about to get underway. Pocahontas leading 22-7 after the first quarter on the strength of 3 touchdowns on 3 possessions. Lions first and 10. They hand off to Nick White over the right side. Has some running room across the 45 to the 47-yard line. Going to be very close to a first down. They'll bring it back and give him 9 on the carry. And it'll be second down and 1 here as the Lions definitely need that wake-up call at the quarter break here. Lions came out firing on the offensive set, scored first, but then since then has gone stale, and the Lion D has not been able to shut down Pocahontas. Second down and 1, Twins to each side here. Parker Netton in the backfield now with Nagel. They'll hand off to Netton. He'll break across the 50 to the 49. Going to be a 3 to 4 yard pickup there, and plenty of yards for a Lion first down. Lions getting their first down here since being on that first drive of the opening of the game. First down and 10 here. Ball just shy of the 48-yard line of Pocahontas here. Clock is on the move. Lions trying to claw their way back into this one as they trail 22-7 early in the second quarter. Trips to the left, Twins to the right, empty backfield. Nagel shows pass. Now he's going to run. He's wrapped up as he crosses the line of scrimmage. Probably going to get a couple on forward progress as he gets inside the 47. Going to be a 2-yard pickup there. Second down and 8 will be coming there. Pocahontas not fooled on that one there as Nagel tried to show a quick passing motion and then tucked the ball to run. And the blocking broke down as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Second down and 8 at the Pocahontas 47. Trips left, single right. Netton in the backfield by Nagel. Nagel hands off to Netton. Once again, he's tripped up in the backfield. Fights forward to the 45-yard line for a pickup of a couple. But going to set up a third down and about 5 or 6, I should say, for the Lions. And definitely probably going to be in 4-down territory as the Lions need to get something going on the offensive side of the ball. Third down and 5 here for the Lions. Everybody in tight this time. Shotgun formation for Nagel. Netton in the backfield. Back to pass now is Nagel. He looks underneath, looks for Carter Crawl. Flag is going to fly as Kopriva got there early. Looked like he wrapped around him and might have got the backhand on the hip. And that might bail the Lions out. Ball was incomplete, but you're going to get a pass interference call on against Pocahontas area. That will be the call, pass interference. So that'll be plenty of yards for the Lions to keep their drive alive for another first down.
Yardage being marched off against the Indians.
Carter Crawl trying to run that drag route out of the tight formation. And Kopriva just got his hand around the back hip and kind of spun Carter around. Very close, a bing-bang play there, but nonetheless the officials call for the penalty. First down and 10 now, ball just inside the 30-yard line, trips to the left, single right, back to pass, and they're looking over the left side, looking for White, overshooting the intended receiver of White, and the ball falls incomplete, and that'll bring up second down and 10. Looking for that bubble screen there, had blockers out in front of him, but just could not connect on the pass. Clock will stop at 9:44 here in the second quarter. Pocahontas leading Central Lyon George Little Rock 22-7. Lions looking to get themselves and try and close the gap. Second down and 10, ball at the 29-yard line of Pocahontas. Twin receivers to each side. White comes in motion. They'll hand off to White. He cuts it straight up the middle of the field across the 25-yard line to the 23. Going to be a 6-yard pickup there. Nice job there by Nick White. Saw the end was taken away, so he just stops on a dime and cuts it up the field. Ball is actually going to be spotted at the 22-yard line, so third down and 3 coming for CLGLR. Twins to the left, single to the right. Netton in the backfield next to Nagel. They'll hand off Netton right side. He sidesteps some defenders, has room across the 15 down to the 12, and a 10-yard pickup, and now a late flag coming in for Netton. Netton is down. He comes up hobbling there, but he did pick up 10 yards. We'll see what the penalty is. A horse collar will be called against Pocahontas area, a personal foul. So another 15 yards will be tagged on us. Well, it'll be half the distance to the goal as they are inside the 15. So the ball will go all the way down to the 6. Netton was pulled down from behind there. Netton is trying to run it off. He's over on the sidelines running it out. So that is a good sign for the Lions. First down and goal now for the Lions at the 6-yard line. Just under 9 minutes to play. Lions trail 22-7. Lions looking to the sidelines here, trying to get the play in. They'll bring it out. They'll send twin receivers to the right side. Single way to the left side is Hymanson. They'll hand off. No, they'll fake the hand. Nagel will put the head down, fights through the line of scrimmage, and puts the head down, and he will march in for the 6-yard touchdown. Lucas Nagel from 6 yards out has cut the score to 22-13 with 8:42 to go in this second quarter. Lions will come out to try and kick the extra point and pull within one touchdown here. That is definitely the answer the Lions offense needed. They got to march the ball down the field and punch it in for 6. Swinging gate formation comes through. Brady right on to do the holding duties. Murray the snapper. Carter Crawl on for the kicking portion. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, and the kick is good as well. 8:42 to go here in the second quarter. Pocahontas area leading Central Lyon George Little Rock 22-14. We'll be back with more CLGLR football on the Lion Broadcast Network.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face. A long lost friend with a helpful hand. Picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank in your own backyard. With people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Pocahontas. 8:42 to go here in the second quarter. Lions getting on the board there to cut the lead for Pocahontas to 22-14. Lions on to do the kicking duties. Here is Romel Lopez. He has the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. The Lion offense back on track. Now the defense needs to figure something out. They have not been able to stop Pocahontas yet. A short kick, a high end over end kick is going to bounce at the 20. It is picked up there by Chase Boovie. Boovie crosses the 30-yard line and knocked out of bounds at the 33. That was very close to possibly going out of bounds. Boovie decides to pick it up and gains about 10 yards on the return. Lions defense needs to come out and play strong here and try and force some things out. They got a few third down and long situations for Pocahontas, but then bailed them out as Boovie was able to make a big play. First down and 10, ball at the 33-yard line. Twins to the right, single to the left. Boovie in that pistol formation. Back to pass, looking left side. Has some pressure, now rolling right side. Still looking down the field. Has his man, overshoots everybody, but a flag will fly here in the secondary. Possibly defensive holding penalty. We'll see what the call actually is here. But, yeah, back in the secondary and near the intended receiver for Pocahontas was Chaden Deitcher. Clock is stopped here while the officials discuss what the flag was for. Lions did a good job of getting some pressure there and forcing him out of the pocket. It is defensive holding against the Lions, so the Lions will have the penalty yards marked off here from the original line of scrimmage. It'll be another first down here for Pocahontas area. The Lions still looking to get their first stop of the game. Ball now marked at the 43-yard line on the 10-yard mark-off. First and 10 here for the Indians. 8.5 to play in the second quarter. Lions desperately need a stop to try and give them a chance to try and tie this ball game back up. Twins to the left, single to the right here. Man in motion now for Boovie. He'll hand off Kopriva. Kopriva breaking for the sidelines. Right side strung out there, knocked down in the backfield by Carter Krall back at the 41-yard line. A 2-yard loss there for the Indians. And the Lions defense finally got to the edge and were able to shut that play off there. Pocahontas area has done an excellent job of getting to the outside all night long. Second down and 12, ball at their own 41-yard line here for the Indians as they will stand in the huddle with 8 minutes to play here in the second quarter, leading 22-14. Three receivers now off to the left side, single to the right side, pistol formation for Boovie. Boovie back to pass, bubble screen looking for Callion. Now it's a pass. It is intercepted by Lucas Nagel there. Callion tried to throw it. He lost the ball, and as Nagel was coming to make the tackle, he makes the interception. He's drugged down, and the Lions get a turnover on defense, and they have the ball inside of Pocahontas area territory. 7:40 to go here in the second quarter. Lions trailing by 8, but now have some life to try and tie this ball up there. What a miscue there by Callion, looking for the double pass by the wide out there and just could not hold on to the ball. First down and 10, ball at the 35-yard line of Pocahontas. The Lions come out. They send twin receivers to each side. Van Beek in the shotgun with Nagel. Nagel hands off to Krall. Krall breaking for the left side, trying to get the corner. He'll get up the field across the 35, but brought down after only a gain of 1. Had to run all the way across the field to try and get that yard, but we'll bring up second down and 9 nonetheless. Lions blocking up front here has been subject here so far in this first half of play. When they do block, we've gotten some great yardage from our backs. Second down and 9, Twins to each side. Man in motion now is Nick White from left to right. Rolling out, looking to pass is Nagel. Looks down the field, has Krall in the flat. Krall with the catch inside the 10, in the 5, and across for the Lion touchdown. 6:57 to go. A 34-yard touchdown pass from Lucas Nagel to Carter Krall, and the Lions are a 2-point conversion away from tying this ball game up. We'll see if they try to just kick it or if they will go for 2. Looks like the Lions are going to come out in their extra point formation with 6:57 to play in this first half. 22-20, the lead for Pocahontas area. Lions are going to line up to kick the extra point. Brady Wright on to hold there. Carter Krall on to do the kicking duties here. Trey Murray, snap is good, hold is down, kick is up, almost blocked, but it is good. 6:57 to go in the second quarter. Pocahontas leading Central Lyon George Little Rock 22-21. We'll be back with more Lion football on the Lion Broadcast Network. We'll welcome you back to Pocahontas. Lions striking once again here. 6:57 to play in the second quarter. Pocahontas still leading 22-21. Had a miscue on an extra point and had to go for 2, and they were able to get it to give themselves that 1-point advantage. Lions coming back here now. Lopez has the ball teed up. He'll give the ball a boot. A high end-over-end kick. It'll be caught by Boovie at the 5-yard line. Now making his way up the field. He will be wrapped up as he crosses the 20, across the 25, and the ball comes out, but not before he's down at the 26-yard line. Lions finally got their first stop of the game here on defense on their very last possession, able to get an interception off a double pass attempt. The wide receiver of Callion miscued on the throw, and Lucas Nagel was right there to make the catch. and allow the Lions to pull within 1 point here in the second quarter. First down and 10, ball on the 26-yard line for the Indians. They'll send twin receivers to each side, pistol formation for Boovie. He's got Kopriva behind him. Back to pass, looking left side. Now over the middle of the field, has his man Kopriva with the catch over the middle of the field at the 45, tackled at the 47-yard line. Matt Matuska running with him in coverage there. Couldn't stay with him, though. Kopriva makes the catch over the middle of the field, and an easy first down for the Indians. First down and 10 now for Pocahontas. 6:40 to go in this second quarter, looking to extend their lead before the half. Twins receiver to each side. Boovie in that pistol formation. Now he's going to roll. Quarterback option all the way. Now he cuts it back up the field in the middle field. Wrapped up by Lucas Nagel after a gain of about 1. Good job there by the Lions. Stave finally got up the field, took away the corner, made him cut it back into the defense, and Nagel able to wrap him up. Gain of 1 on that play to the 48-yard line. Second down and 9 as the clock will dip below 6 minutes to go here in the first half. It's been a good first half here. Lots of offense being played. Defenses need to step up. Twin receivers to each side once again. Boovie in that pistol formation. Back to pass, looking left, now back right. Deep over the sidelines there has Kelly on outstretched arms and cannot get him as he overshoots the receiver about 20 yards down the field and can't connect on it. That'll bring up third down and 9 here as the ball will be spotted back at the 48-yard line. Clock is stopped here with 5:47 to play in the first half. 22-21, the Indians lead. Lions broke out first, got the first points of the game on their first drive. Then Pocahontas was able to fire right back, took the next 3 possessions in to lead 22-7. The Lions have answered with 2 touchdowns of their own. Third down and 9, man in motion from left to right. Quick bubble screen to Callion. He's got it in the backfield, breaking up the field and gets wrapped up as he crosses the 50 out to the 47-yard line of Central Lyon George Litterock. Still about 3 to 4 yards short of the first down, but definitely a decision time for Pocahontas as they will have their first fourth down of the night, and it looks like they are sending the punting unit on. Fourth down and 4 here at the Lions' 47-yard line. Hendrickson looks like he will come on to do the punting duty, standing at his own 42-yard line. Back to return is White and Van Beek. Hendrickson, a nice high spiraling kick. White will catch it at his own 10, now breaking to the right sideline. Has some blockers in front of him, cuts it up the field. Across the 30, he splits the defense. He's off to the races across the 40, the 30, the 20. He's stretching it out, the 10, the 5, and a touchdown and a terrible block in the back at the 20-yard line. Nick White was going to score. It was 95 yards on the return, but the block in the back comes here and had no reason for it. And what a tough break there for the Lions as that will bring it back. Carson Stave was running with him and just leveled the Indian defender there in the back at the 22-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 there for the Lions. Nick White had himself a return, and he was going into the house there. The Lions were going to take the lead, and just a mental error there against the Lions. They still have the ball with great starting field position. They'll have it first and 10 at the 34-yard line of Pocahontas. They'll break the huddle. They'll send trip receivers left, single to the right. Parker Netton back in the game, standing alongside Nagel. Bubble screen for the Lions. Nick White sidesteps the first man as he gets forward for a couple yards. Going to pick up 2, possibly 3, as he gets down to the 31-yard line. So a 3-yard pickup will make it second down and 7. Well, now they'll mark it just shy of the 31, so second down and 8. 4:30 to go in this half, 22-21, Pocahontas lead, but the Lions are charging. Trips to the right, singles to the left. They'll bring White in motion. He'll get the ball. All sorts of red jerseys in the backfield. He'll be wrapped up, going nowhere. Nothing doing there for Nick White. He had nowhere to go as Devin Wagner got in the backfield there, able to take him down for a yard loss and bring up third down and 1. Lions trying to move the ball here, trying to take the lead since their first possession of the game. They led 7-0, fell behind 22-7, now trail 22-21. Third down and 9, ball at the 33-yard line. Man in motion is Crawl. Fake to him, back to pass, over the middle of the field, looking for Hymanson. Jumps up, makes the catch, and backpedals his way in for the touchdown. Hymanson, his second touchdown of the night there. This time a 33-yarder from Lucas Nagel there. Got behind the safety, jumped up, made the catch, able to catch his feet and get in for the Lion touchdown. 3:40 to go in the first half. Lions now lead 27-22. Lions once again will choose to kick the extra point here. Carter Crawl back on the field to do the kicking duties. Swinging gate formation here for Brady Wright, as he will bring them back across there. Murray over the ball to do the snapping. Lions back on top here late in the first half. They have rallied with 3 straight touchdowns to retake the lead. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, and the kick is good as well. 3:41 to go here in the second quarter. Central Lyon George Little Rock back on top, 28-22. We'll be back in Pocahontas when we return to more Lion football on the Lion Broadcast Network.
But I literally didn't see your text.
Pizza Ranch legends.
Like
The
I was
husband who didn't text back about supper.
probably near a text dead zone. You've heard of a text dead zone, right?
It's only a legend, but just in case, there's all kinds of husband didn't text back about supper flavor at Pizza Ranch.
I'm totally getting taco pizza!
There's all kinds of that at Pizza Ranch.
Back in Pocahontas, 3:41 to go in the second quarter. Lions retaking the lead now, 28-22. Lions with 3 straight touchdowns here. They've taken advantage of some good field position on an interception from Lucas Nagel. Also had a great return from Nick White. He actually took it to the end zone, but a penalty brought it back. Lions able to score after that. Lopez, a deep kick here once again. Callion underneath of it at his 10. Starts making his way at the middle of the field. Breaks through a few tackles. Finally wrapped up and brought down at the 30-yard line. And Pocahontas will start from there. The Indians scored on their opening 3 possessions there. We're not able to stop them. The Lions have made the adjustments here in the second half. They've been able to force 2 defensive stops here to get the ball back and give them the lead back. Pocahontas trying to move the ball once again. First down and 10 here for Pocahontas. Ball is spotted at the 31-yard line of Pocahontas as they trail by 6 with 3.5 to play in the first half. Twins receiver to the left side, single receiver to the right, man in motion, and the quarterback Boovie will keep it himself. He's hit immediately at the line of scrimmage, bounces off of it, rolls forward for positive gain, now wrapped up and brought down by Parker Netton and Matt Matuska, bringing him to the ground. Also in on that was Colton Van Beek. Going to give him about 2 yards of forward progress out to the 33-yard line, so second down and 8.
Second and 8 from the 33.
3:20 to go here. Clock is on the move. Second down and 8. Ball at the 33-yard line. Twins to the right, single to the left. Man in motion here. Boovie's going to take it himself. No, it's not Boovie here. In at quarterback this time is Chandler Witzke. Witzke wrapped up as he takes off with it, and he'll pick up a yard out to the 34-yard line, but it'll be third down and 7 now for Pocahontas area with just under 3 minutes to play. Not quite sure why Boovie is on the sidelines here. Looks like he might be stretching out, possibly has a cramping issue, maybe an ankle issue. But standing on the sidelines, that is definitely an advantage for the Lions here if they can keep him on the sidelines. Chandler Witzke, the sophomore quarterback in, back to pass, looks over the middle of the field, overshoots his intended receiver. Chaden Deitcher was not looking for the ball there, and ball falls incomplete. And the Indians will be forced to punt the ball once again.
Fourth down for the Indians.
On to do the punting duties once again will be Jamison Firk this time. We'll see if he gives the ball a boot, see if he gives it in play there as on the last play, or the last time they punted to Nick White, he was able to take it to the house, but a penalty brought it back. Ferk will give the ball a boot as a high short kick angling to the sidelines. It'll go out of bounds. An extremely short kick, going to be at about the 45-yard line after the official walks this up the field. Lions will have great starting field position as they will bring it to the 47-yard line, is where the official vaguely judges where it goes out of bounds. 2:28 to go here. Lions lead 28-22. They have the ball at their own 47-yard line, first down and 10. We'll see what the Lions choose to do with it. We'll see if they try to extend their lead here before the half and take a few shots down the field. Twin receivers to each side. Lucas Nagel in that shotgun formation. Crawl goes in motion. They fake to him. Nagel keeps. He's hit as he crosses the line of scrimmage. Fights through across the 50 to the 48-yard line. Going to be a 5-yard pickup there. Good tough yardage there for Lucas Nagel on the run. Was a hit in the backfield. Now they'll bring it back to about the 49, and it'll be about second down and 6. Lions hurry up to the ball. Twins to each side. Nagel back in the shotgun once again. Now White comes in motion. Back to pass. Nagel looking deep down the field, looking for Hymanson. Hymanson, great adjustment, makes the catch. Now fighting off tackles, stretches for the sidelines, and goes down inside the 20-yard line at about the 15-yard line. And we'll see where they exactly spot this ball. He got inside the 15, and they will say at the 13-yard line where they put him down. It is a 35-yard reception for Hymanson. Hymanson doing a great job of catching the ball here tonight. Has 80 yards of receiving here in the first half. 1:40 to go. A flag will fly here early on this one, and they are going to say somebody lined up in the neutral zone. They're saying offsides on Central Lyon George Little Rock, so that's got to be a neutral zone infraction. Somebody lined up into the middle of the field there, and that's just a mental error against the Lions they cannot have. That'll back them up 5 yards here. First down and 15 now. Ball at the 18-yard line. 1:40 to play here in the half, and Pocahontas is going to choose to use their final timeout of the half. We'll take a timeout with them, and we'll come back with more Lion football on the Lion Broadcast Network.
Make your move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics.
We welcome you back to Pocahontas. 1:40 to go here in the first half. Central Lyon George Little Rock leading Pocahontas 28-22. They've got the ball first down and 15 at the 18-yard line of Pocahontas. The Indians choosing to use their final timeout here of the first half, as the Lions got called for a neutral zone infraction. That's what backed them up after a nice long 35-yard pass from Lucas Nagel to Zed Hymanson. Lions break the huddle. They'll come out here after the timeout looking to attack some more points on a very offensive first half of play for both these teams. Twin receivers to each side. Nagel in the shotgun formation. White comes in motion from left to right. Nagel rolling right side, now looking back left side. Now he's going to tuck it and run. He's going to tuck the head down, gets forward, has across the original line of scrimmage, out of bounds on the sidelines at about the 5-yard line, and going to be just short of first down yardage. Lions can get a first down without scoring, as it'll be a second down and 2 here on a 13-yard run by Lucas Nagel. Nice job of working through the progressions there. He rolled right, looked down the field, good coverage there, came back left, nothing there, saw it was open over the left side of the field, and decided to take off and run. Curtis Eben now will choose to use his first timeout of the second half, as he will talk over this second down and 2 with the ball on the 5-yard line. 1:33 to go in the first half. Lions came out firing right off the bat. They took the opening kickoff deep into Pocahontas territory, and 3 plays later, we're able to get on the scoreboard with a Zed Hymanson 15-yard touchdown catch. After that, the Pocahontas area came back. They tied it at 7. The Lions offense went stale, where Pocahontas' offense kept clicking right along. They were able to tack on their first 3 possessions and extend their lead to 22-7. Lions came back, put a nice drive together, cut the lead to 22-14. Then Lucas Nagel had an interception deep in Pocahontas territory. Lions able to get on the board once again, make it 22-21, and now lately have scored again to make it 28-22. Lions looking to extend that lead here late in the half. We'll see what they choose to do on 2nd down and 2. Ball is at the 5-yard line of Pocahontas. Twins left, single right. Nagel will hand off right up the middle of the field to Van Beek. Van Beek will fight inside the 5 to about the 2. Should be enough for first down yardage there, so a 3-yard pickup will give the Lions the first down. It'll be first down and goal, and the clock will be on the move as soon as they are set. Lions now will come up on the ball, not choosing to hang on this one. They'll hand off Van Beek one more time. He'll fight across the goal line, stretches the ball, and he is in for the 2-yard Central Lyon George Little Rock touchdown. Lions now extend their lead to 34-22, and we'll see Carter Krall to come on and to try the kicking duties once again. He is a perfect 4 for 4 on kicks here tonight. Pocahontas has been very close to blocking them, but Carter's been able to get them away and been able to be true on each and every one of them. Brady Wright on to do the holding once again. Krall stands back there. He steps it off as here comes Pocahontas, going to try and block it again. They'll overload the right side. Ball is down, hold is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. Carter Krall is still true. Lions lead 35-22 with 1:18 to play here in the first half. We'll be back with more Central Lyon George Little Rock football here on the Lion Broadcast Network.
Frontier Bank proudly brings you Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's an easy way to earn cash, no talent necessary. It's like a participation trophy that's actually worth something. You do everyday things, we reward you in cash each month. That's free Kasasa checking. Ask for free Kasasa checking at Frontier Bank.
Back in Pocahontas, 1:18 to play here in the first half. A big offensive explosion for both of these teams, 35-22. Central Lyon George Little Rock leading Pocahontas area. Lions, it took them through the first quarter to get their wake-up call, but in the second quarter have been virtually unstoppable, playing tough defense and outstanding offense here in this second quarter. Lopez gives the ball a boot, a short kick to the left side of the field. It takes a bounce, and Pocahontas is scrambling for it, but I do believe they did fall on it. And lots of confusion there as a short kick to the sidelines there, and it looked as if the current quarterback there of Witzke was able to jump on it. Chandler Witzke has been playing quarterback as Chase Boovie came out of the game and has looked to have an apparent leg injury. Lions have been able to capitalize here on Boovie being on the sidelines. He's still there trying to walk it off there. We'll see if he comes back into the game or not. For now, Chandler Witzke in the shotgun formation. Twins to the right, single to the left. Quick bubble screen over to Callion. Callion cutting up the middle of the field. He takes a huge hit from Austin Winkle as he crosses the line of scrimmage. He might have gotten a yard, but we'll see. They're going to say no gain on that as he tried to come back to the inside. Austin Winkle, the D tackle, came across and tattooed him and brought him down. Second down and 10. Clock is on the move, 50 seconds to play. We'll see what Pocahontas chooses to do. They are looking to be in no hurry. Might just take this one into the half and try and make the necessary adjustments. Witzke back in that pistol formation. Man coming in motion from right to left. They hand off to the motion man. That is Jamison Frerk. He cuts it up the field, has about 3 yards on second down, but not much more than that. And A timeout will be called by Central Lyon George Litterock. Lions choosing to use their second timeout here of the half with 24 seconds to remain. They've had some great returns. Nick White took one 90-plus yards to the house. It was called back because of a penalty. But Lions looking to maybe try and force Pocahontas area to kick the ball to them once again and maybe get a return here late in the half. Lions leading 35-22, a 57-point first half of play. It has been all offense here and a little bit of defense in the second quarter for the Lions here as they are trying to rebound here and get the ball back one more time. It'll be 3rd down and 7 for Pocahontas on their own 26-yard line. We'll see if they choose to run the ball once again, and if the Lions can get the stop, we'll see if the Lions use their final timeout. Pocahontas in the huddle here. Lions come out. They sit back in their traditional 4-3 defense, trying to get one more stop. Twins to the left, single to the right. Witzke stands in that pistol formation. He'll look to the right side, looks over there, and, misses his wide receiver. And that was a gutsy call there. That was a win it all or lose it all type of deal, as the pass was almost intercepted. Nonetheless, falls incomplete, stopping the clock. And Coach Eben is going to be able to save his final timeout, as Pocahontas will be forced to punt the ball away. 4th down and 7 at their own 26. Pocahontas on to do the kicking duties is Jamison Frerk. He stands back at his own 15-yard line. White and Van Beek back to do the receiving. A good high spiraling kick going to the sidelines there. Goes out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. Not giving these guys any opportunity to try and return it. The officials will see where they walk it up here. They are going to step it up to the 44, it looks like, is where they will spot the ball with 12 seconds to play. And we'll see if the Lions just decide to take a run here and go into the half with that 13-point lead, or we'll see if they take a few shots down the field. Zed Hymanson has been able to get free down the field. He's got a 33 and a 35-yard reception to go along with a 15-yard touchdown catch. Lions twin receivers to each side, back to pass. Here's a pump fake by Nego going deep down the sidelines for a Hymanson jump ball situation, and the ball was caught, and they will say interception by Callion. Callion making the pick there as a jump ball, and Callion comes down with it with 4 seconds to play, so the Lions take a shot and can't come up with anything, and Pocahontas will come out here and run their one play, and we'll go to the half. 4 seconds on the clock there after the interception. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line for Pocahontas. They trail by 2 touchdowns here after having a big lead early in the first quarter. Witzke on to do the quarterback duties. Rolling left side there. He's going to keep it himself. Cuts it up the field. There's a flag on the play in the area of a hold. He goes down after a pickup of 2. Lions will most likely just decline this penalty, and they will go to the half. Matt Matuska down on the turf there. Looks like he is nursing an ankle here. We'll see if he can get up and make his way to the half. They will decline the penalty, and that will bring an end to the first half of play. After the first half, Central Lyon George Litterock leading Pocahontas 35-22. We'll be back here with the halftime report when we return to more Lion football on the Lion Broadcast Network.
Central Lyon, setting the standard for success.
Here at Central Lyon, we offer equal opportunities in a fun learning environment.
Students K through 12 participate in a wide variety of activities in and out of the classroom.
Teachers here at Central Lyon go the extra mile to help students achieve their academic goals.
Central Lyon, setting the standard for success.
Hi, this is Dave DeNoble. It is a proven fact that as Americans, we're spending more time at work in order to make a living and less time with what we cherish most, our relationships with God, family, and friends. The staff at DeNoble & Company PC, Certified Public Accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne, is dedicated to working alongside you to accomplish all your business and personal financial needs. By partnering with DeNoble & Company PC, you can spend more time with family, friends, and at church, making the memories that are priceless.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face. A long lost friend with a helpful hand. Picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank. In your own backyard. With people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
And we welcome you back here to Pocahontas. We are at the half in Pocahontas, where Central Lyon George Little Rock leads Pocahontas area 35-22, and a very explosive offensive first half for both these squads. Central Lyon George Little Rock had the ball to begin the game, and Colton Van Beek had a huge return on the opening kickoff, brought it inside of Pocahontas territory, had back-to-back big runs, and then a 15-yard touchdown reception to Zed Hymanson. Got the Lions off to the scoring start. They led 7-0. Pocahontas area was able to fight right back. They moved the ball right down the field and were able to score on their next three possessions, and even got a 2-point conversion there after a penalty to go up 22-7, and we're looking to definitely control this football game here early on in the first quarter. A 22-7 lead at the end of the first quarter for Pocahontas area over the Lions. Lions went to the sidelines and revitalized themselves, got the talk, made the adjustments there on the sidelines, came out, and in the second half were able to put together 4 touchdowns and some defensive stops there for them. They marched the ball down the field. They had some big plays and some big returns, able to take over and march the ball down the field, cut the lead to 22-14 after a nice long drive, and were able to get in there. Then on the following possession, got the first stop of the game there, and they tried a double pass. The Indians went for a double wide receiver pass. The ball flailed out of the arms of the wide receiver right into Lucas Nagel's hands. They took over deep inside of Pocahontas territory, marched it down the field, scored once again. Lions chose to just kick the extra point, and they trailed 22-21. Lions able to come down the field again and get a stop, and after the stop, they were able to get another big play, a big return into Pocahontas territory, marched the ball down the field, then hit Zed Hymanson on a 35-yard touchdown pass. He has 3 catches tonight for about 80 yards there for Zed Hymanson. He's had himself a great first half of play. Good to see Zed back in the ball game after missing last week with a calf injury. After that, Nick White just about returned a 95-yard touchdown on a punt for Pocahontas there. Lions got all the way down inside the 20, and then a block in the back call brought that one back, but the Lions were still able to punch it in and score beyond that to push their lead to 35-22. 35-22 is the lead for the Lions at the half. As we said, the offense has looked very good. The defense had to take a quarter to wake up there, and that's something that the Lions have shown throughout the course of the season. Sometimes it takes them a quarter to figure out what's going on, in the game and what they need to do. And they came out firing in the second half, able to rally the troops and take this 13-point lead into the half hopefully here they can come out after the half and get things going right away in the third quarter and able to get some defensive stops and maybe extend that lead a little bit more. Well, for Pocahontas area, they looked sharp right away. They had 3 touchdowns on 3 possessions to start the game. After that, they were shut down a little bit late in the second quarter. Their starting quarterback out there, the guy that does everything for them, was Chase Boovey, not in the ball game, on the sidelines with an apparent leg injury. He was walking around. We'll see if that carries over into the second half or if he's able to come back. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, we're going to take a trip inside the Lions' Den. Had a chance to get together with seniors Niall Christensen and Austin Winkle this week inside the Lions' Den. So when we return, we'll get together with those Central Lyon George Little Rock seniors. You're listening to Lion Football on the Lion Broadcast Network.
Frontier Bank proudly brings you Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's an easy way to earn cash, no talent necessary. It's like a participation trophy that's actually worth something. You do everyday things, we reward you in cash each month. That's free Kasasa checking. Ask for free Kasasa checking at Frontier Bank.
Make your move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics.
But I literally didn't see your text.
Pizza Ranch legends.
Like
the husband who didn't text back about supper.
Probably near a text dead zone. You've heard of a text dead zone, right?
It's only a legend, but just in case, there's all kinds of husband didn't text back about supper flavor at Pizza Ranch.
I'm totally getting taco pizza!
There's all kinds of that at Pizza Ranch.
Central Lyon Community School District, setting the standard for success. Here at Central Lyon, we have a tradition of excellence and take pride in our quality education. Central Lyon has undergone many changes over the years, but our mission has remained the same: to provide an education and the opportunity for all students to become productive, lifelong learners. Our rich history combines with our state-of-the-art facilities to give students the best of both worlds. Our students have access to the newest technology, dedicated teachers, and a community that supports our efforts. Central Lyon Community School District, setting the standard for success.
And we welcome you back to another edition of the Lions Den, where each and every week we go inside the helmet and get to know our CLGLR football players just a little bit better. Today we're being joined by Niall Christensen. Niall, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no problem.
Niall, well, you talk about your year here. We're halfway through the season. We get to know a little bit more about you, not just the number on your jersey and the yellow helmet on your head. We get to take that helmet off. We want to know a little bit more about Niall Christensen. Tell us a little bit about your family.
My mom is Terry Christensen. She works at Lion Manor nursing home. My dad is Dan Christensen. He works at Den Hartog in Hospers, and I have a brother named Owen. He's in 9th grade at Central Lyon.
Well, Niall, a senior here on the football team, and let's get you onto the football field. That's why we're here. The most important part about this. Tell us a little bit about your positions that you play and the responsibilities that you carry with it.
I play wide receiver on offense, and the main responsibility of the receiver is to block for the running backs on the outside and to run routes and catch the ball. And on defense, I play safety, and that is to pretty much guard the receiver, which is what I play on offense. And just guard the pass.
So you're a two-way player. You get to go on both sides of the ball. What are some goals you may have set for yourself throughout the season?
My goals for myself is just to play hard and just go 100% every play.
Well, let's take you off the football field. Let's bring you into the classroom, a senior here at Central Lyon. Tell us a little bit about some of the classes you'll be taking in your final year.
Some of my tougher classes this year are Econ, which is with Mr. Docker, and I am also in Spanish 4.
A tough class load right off the bat in the senior, and not taking all the easy ones out of there.
Yeah, no.
Well, let's talk about after your life here, or let's talk about out of the school system necessarily. What are some other things that Niles involved in?
After high school, I'm looking to go to a 4-year university, which is most likely going to be Iowa, but I'm not for sure yet.
Still got some decisions, still got time to make. What are some other things you might be involved in other than just the football field?
I'm in wrestling, which is right after football, and I'm looking forward to that this year. We should be pretty good. That's it.
So no downtime after football, you're going to go right into wrestling. You don't get away from Coach Eben either.
Nope.
Well, you talk about possibly going to Iowa, going to college after high school. Before you get out of there as a senior leader on this football team, what are some things you can tell the younger kids as they make their way through?
Can I have your attention,
just listen to your coaches. Go hard in every time that you're on the field, and just give 100%.
Well, and after all these years of being on the CLGLR football team, what is probably your favorite part about being on the team?
I just love the football family because everyone's got each other's back. It just feels great to be a part of CLGLR football.
Well, now we appreciate you spending some time with us here this week, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face. A long lost friend with a helpful hand. Picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank in your own backyard. With people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
And we welcome you back to another edition of the Lions Den, where each and every week we get to know our CLGLR football players a little bit better. Today we're being joined by senior Austin Winkle. Austin, thanks for joining us.
Yep.
Austin, let's go through it. Let's talk about your family a little bit. Tell us about your parents and your family.
My dad, he's a stay-at-home and he farms, and my mom, she works at the flower box in George, and I've got a brother, and he's a freshman, and he also plays football, and I've got a sister in 6th grade.
Well, let's take you onto the football field. Let's talk about the senior year for you. What are the positions you play, and what are your responsibilities on the field?
I play defensive tackle, and my main goal, I guess, is just to fill the gap and make sure nobody comes through my gap.
Well, as a defensive lineman out there, we always talk about goals and different things. You don't always get the most popular stats out there. Your name's not out there all the time. What are some goals for a defensive tackle?
What I would like to do is maybe get a few more sacks for the year and be a leading tackler throughout the year, the rest of the year.
Pretty solid goals right there. Well, let's take you off the football field. Let's go into the classroom. You're a senior at George Little Rock this year. Tell us a little bit about the classes you're taking in your last year.
I'm taking chemistry, government, trigonometry, and then I'm taking a couple little A classes and stuff.
Well, obviously football is the most important thing right now and what we're concentrating on, but what are some other things that you're involved in at GLR?
I'm the FFA president, and I'm student body council vice president, and I also wrestle.
Very good. Well, after this year, you've got your final year of high school here to look forward to, the last half of the year. What are some things you're looking forward to after high school, and maybe some plans for that?
Probably going to go to a 4-year college and pursue a career in agriculture.
Well, as a senior here for Central Lyon George Little Rock, you've been through the program, you've been through the ups and the downs there. What is some advice you can give to those younger kids as they start to make their way through the program?
Just always listen to your coaches and take every opportunity you get.
And as we said, once again, your last year here at Central Lyon George Little Rock, lots of memories out there, lots of things that you've been through. What has maybe been some of your favorite parts of CLGLR football?
Just coming over here, hanging out with the Rocky guys and the George people, and just playing the sport we all love together.
All right, well, Austin, we appreciate you taking some time with us here today, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Dave DeNoble. It is a proven fact that as Americans, we're spending more time at work in order to make a living and less time with what we cherish most, our relationships with God, family, and friends. The staff at DeNoble & Company PC, Certified Public Accountants in Rock Rapids, Luverne, is dedicated to working alongside you to accomplish all your business and personal financial needs. By partnering with DeNoble & Company PC, you can spend more time with family, friends, and at church, making the memories that are priceless.
I will welcome you back here to Pocahontas. The half just concluding here. Central Lyon George Little Rock opening up the second half with a 35-22 lead over Pocahontas area. The Lions received the opening kickoff, so they will come on to do the kicking duties here to start the second half. The Lions will be moving from left to right in your mind's eye. Once again, we thank you for coming along here. Join us on our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we will keep you up to date on all of the broadcasting going on. Lots of events coming up next week as it is homecoming next week at Central Lyon. There'll be coronation on Wednesday, volleyball on Thursday, and football on Friday. So lots of broadcasting going on here on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network. We do thank our sponsors for making all of this broadcasting possible out there. Frontier Bank, the Pizza Ranch, DeNoble Austin & Company PC, Avera Health, Premier Bank, and Sanford Health, as well as the Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company, making Central Lyon George Little Rock football possible here on our YouTube channel. We do invite you to make sure you follow Central Lyon on our social media channels as well, on Facebook and on Twitter. Follow George Little Rock on their social media stations as well, and keep up to date on all the things going on in our respective schools. Romel Lopez has the ball teed up at the 40-yard line, on to do the kicking duties. A short kick here will go to the up back. Whistles will blow here as the flags will fly against the Lions. Possibly a false start here they will show, possibly offsides. We'll see maybe if the Lions got to the 40-yard line before Romel. Lions got to get their timing down. Had a few miscues like that in the first half of play, and that'll cost them a few big plays. It does look back to do the receiving duties once again here for Pocahontas area. Will be Cameron Callion. Also Chase Boovie back into the ball game for Pocahontas. Looks like he has that leg injury healed for now at least. We'll march the ball back. The return men will stand at the 20. Lopez will kick off from his own 35 now. And we'll try and get the second half underway. Romel gives the ball a boot. A low line driving kick goes to Boovie. He picks it up at the 24. Now working his way right side, looking for the seam. Has some room across the 40 to the 45 and runs out of bounds at the 46-yard line, where Pocahontas will take over and start first down and 10 to start the second half with good starting field position, very close to midfield. Lions definitely can't come out and start the second half like they started the first half on defense. The defense gave up 3 touchdowns in the first quarter to Pocahontas area before figuring things out. They need to come out and start strong here in the second half. Boovie back in at quarterback in that pistol formation. Twins to the right, single to the left. Back to pass is Boovie. Looking over the middle, now comes back right side. Overshoots everybody. Can't find his intended receiver, which was Jamison Frerk. Contact by the defense, and now a late flag coming over. And the Lions looking at the officials there. Looks like it might be against the Lions, and it would be a personal foul after the play. And it will be personal foul against the Lions. A late flag on there. Now I'm not sure if they're thinking that maybe it was a high hit. Looked like to the official, he does not have a microphone, so we're not quite sure. But he made the motion that it was a high hit over the middle there on a defenseless receiver. So a 15-yard penalty against the Lions will give a free first down to the Indians. First down and 10 now inside of CLGLR territory at the 39-yard line. Twins right, twins left. Boovie in that pistol formation. Boovie now looking over the defense, waiting on his count there. Looking out, rolling right side. Down the field he looks. Now comes back, looks left side. Has Kopriva over the middle of the field. He makes the catch, but maybe for only a half a yard. And nothing doing there on the tackle there was Matuska chasing the play there, able to get to Kopriva as soon as he caught the ball. So second down and basically 10 again for the Indians here as they are in Central Lyon George Little Rock territory. A good return followed by a 15-yard personal foul against the Lions have the Indians inside of their territory. Single receiver to the left, Twins to the right, man in motion now. They will hand right up the middle to Kopriva. He puts the head down. He's wrapped up immediately as he crosses the line of scrimmage. Only gets a yard. Parker Netton and Matt Matuska come through and lay the hit on Kopriva. He went nowhere. So third down and 9 coming for Pocahontas. We'll see if the Lions can get another big play here. If they can force a no gain or a negative play, Pocahontas might punt. If they gain yards, you could see them go for it on fourth down. Twins left, single to the right, man in motion from left to right. Boovie back to pass, looking over the middle of the field. Has pressure now, he's going to tuck and run. Has yardage, just goes down and ducks the head. He picks up about 7, but going to be short here, but a fourth down and short on the 32-yard line of Central Lyon George Little Rock. It looks like they will go for it here on fourth down. Pocahontas trailing 35-22. On their first possession here of the second half. 10 minutes to play in this third quarter. Pocahontas on their first drive looking to keep this drive alive on fourth down and 2. Twin receivers to each side. Boovie in that pistol formation. Looking back to pass. Flags will fly. False start against the Indians. A 5-yard penalty. And now we'll see if Pocahontas once again chooses to go for it, or if they choose to punt. It looks like the offense will stay on the field, but definitely changes the play call there. On 4th and 2, you could definitely see Boovie take off and run with it. Now at 4th down and 7, the Indians may have to look to go to the air. 4th down and 7, ball now back at the 37-yard line. Boovie in that pistol. He'll send Twins receivers to each side. Kopriva stands behind him. Boovie looking over the defense, back to pass, looking left side. Now he's going to tuck and run. Has some pressure, steps back, finds his man, but can't make the catch over the middle of the field. Hit his intended receiver, which was Jamison Firk. He just could not make the catch. And then Van Beek came and laid the hit to make sure the ball fell incomplete. Lions bend but don't break on defense. They get a fourth down stop, and they will get the ball back at their own 37-yard line. 9:36 to play in the third quarter. Lions looking to extend their 35-22 lead. Nagel stands in the shotgun. He's got Van Beek alongside him. Twins to each side. They'll hand off to Van Beek over the right side, puts the head down, and he fights for more yardage as he squirts through the pile. A flag is out in the area of a hold, so I do believe this comes back. It was a 5-yard gain for Van Beek. Good tough run there for him, but all going to be for naught there. Holding against the Lions will be the call, and they will bring it back here to the line of scrimmage where the flag came, so it will be first down and 20. And once again, the mental errors have the Lions behind the chains. Penalty will walk it off. They'll bring it all the way down to the 27-yard line where it will now be, well, they're actually going to go even farther back. They're going to say it's down at the 24, or the 24-yard line they'll go from. So the penalty came in the backfield apparently. Now they're going to adjust this and they're going to change it. They'll bring it back forward. Officials now have the ball spotted correctly. Ball's at the 26, first down and 20. Nagel in the shotgun formation. Van Beek alongside him. He's got receivers off to each side. Single set there. He's got wingbacks in tight. Man in motion is White. Fake to him. Nagel keeps. Nagel up the middle. Wrapped up immediately. Falls forward. Going to get a couple on first down. But nonetheless, it'll be second down and about 18 and a long second down here there as the blocking just wasn't there for Lucas Nagel to take off on the quarterback run. Clock will dip below 9 to play. Lions hanging on to this 13-point lead. Second down and 18. Ball just shy of the 30-yard line. Nagel in the shotgun, trips to the left, single to the right, fake the hand, pump fake, going down the middle of the field for a crawl, underthrows it, and stepping in front of it, making the interception is Chandler Witzke. Witzke, now they're going to say the ball hit the ground. The ball was very poorly underthrown. Witzke stepped in front, made a great play on it, but he could not hang on. Ball went to the ground. It'll be incomplete. That is a big break for the Lions there. It'll go all the way back to the 30 now, and it'll be third down and 17 or 18. Lions set up here once again. They'll send twin receivers to each side. Nagel in that shotgun, and he's got Van Beek alongside of him. Fakes the hand, now looking deep down the field. Comes back right side, over the middle, and overshoots everybody. Ball will fall incomplete, and the Lions will go 3 and out and be forced to punt this ball away. Offense not clicking on that one after being put behind the chains after a first down holding penalty. Got them deep behind themselves and could not dig themselves out, and they will be forced to punt. Colton Buss will come on to do the kicking and stands at his own 17-yard line. Callion and Boovie stand at their own 35-yard line to await the punt. A low snap, Buss corrals it, a spiraling kick. Callion takes it, looking for the reverse. Callion keeps, now across the 40 to the 45, where he'll be wrapped up and brought down by Braden Schulte. Schulte making the tackle there at the 45, and once again, good starting field position for the Indians on their second set. First one, they were able to move inside of Lion territory before turning it over on downs. 8:26 to play here in the third quarter. Lions lead 35-22. All those points being scored in the first half of play. Indians trying to get themselves back in the game. They have not scored since the first quarter. They had 3 first-quarter touchdowns, and then the offense has gone dry after that. Boovie in the pistol formation, twins to the left, brings a man in motion from left to right. They'll fake the hand. Boovie keeps, comes up the field. Stave just crashes down on him, wraps him up at the 45-yard line. Nothing doing there. Chase Boovie was very effective early in this ball game. Went down with a leg injury in the second quarter, and the Lions have done a good job here so far of keeping him intact. Clock is on the move with second down and 10 coming. Ball on the Indian 45-yard line. Pocahontas will break the huddle there. They'll send twin receivers left, single receiver to the right. Kopriva stands behind Boovie in that pistol formation. Back to pass, looking left side. Looks over the sidelines there, shoots for Callion, makes the catch. Hymanson falls down, and Callion's off to the races. Van Beek able to run him down and push him out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Looks like they might mark him at the 10. Callion holding his leg there on the sidelines. Didn't look like it was a vicious hit, but maybe just fell down awkwardly and maybe twisted an ankle there as he is grabbing that ankle. Nonetheless, a big gainer, but now a flag back at midfield. And they're going to say it was defensive holding, so that was declined by the Indians. They will take the play there. It is a 45-yard reception there for Callion. He is on the sidelines, though, hobbling on that ankle.
At the 10-yard line.
First down and goal now for the Indians. 7:38 to play in this third quarter, looking to break into that 13-point lead. Indians break the huddle here. They'll send twins to the left, single to the right. Boovie in that pistol, Kopriva behind him. Man in motion from left to right. They'll hand off. Kopriva right side. He's swallowed up as he crosses the line of scrimmage. Falls forward for a couple. Going to set up second down and goal from about the 7. Second down and goal coming here for the Indians as they trail by 13. Would like to get back on the board here and strike first. This is their second offensive possession of the second half. Twins left, single right there, pistol formation. Man in motion, left to right once again. They'll hand to the motion man and cuts it up the field is Firk. Firk cuts towards the goal line. He's wrapped up just shy. Looks like he is down at the 1-yard line. It'll be third down and goal from the 1. Clock will dip to 6:50 to play. Pocahontas, plenty of time on the clock here, not wasting time trying to get themselves back in the end zone. and cut into this Lion lead. Lion defense once again coming out in this opening quarter of the second half and looking kind of stale. Twins left, single to the right. Kopriva stands behind Boovie. Now Boovie comes under center. Boovie going to try and tuck the head, going quarterback sneak, pushes himself, second effort, and gets the ball across the goal line for the Indian touchdown. 6:22 to play in this third quarter. It is now 35-28, and we'll see the kicking duties come on here for the Indians. Back on to do the kicking duties will be Cade Hendrickson. Hendrickson is 2 for 2 on kicks so far. They went for 2 on their third touchdown after a penalty. Hold is good, and it is blocked. Hendrickson has it knocked away. It is no good, and a huge block there by Nick White. He just exploded through the line, and he will keep the score at a 7-point advantage. 6:22 to go in the third quarter. Lions lead Pocahontas 35-28. We'll be back with more Lion football on the Lion Broadcast Network.
But I literally didn't see your text.
Pizza Ranch legends.
Like
the husband who didn't text back about supper.
Probably near a text dead zone. You've heard of a text dead zone, right?
It's only a legend, but just in case, there's all kinds of husband didn't text back about supper flavor at Pizza Ranch.
I'm totally getting taco pizza!
There's all kinds of that at Pizza Ranch.
Back in Pocahontas, 6:22 to go in the third quarter. Pocahontas has just scored to cut the Lion lead to 7. It is 35-28. Pocahontas has had 2 offensive possessions. Their first one inside of Lion territory, then turned it over on downs, forced the Lions to a 3-and-out, and scoring on their second offensive possession. Chase Boovie on to do the kicking duties once again. As we said, he was out in the second quarter. That allowed the Lions to gain the lead back and hang on to it. Now Boovie has it teed up at the 40-yard line here, and he will give the ball a kick. A low squib kick will be fielded by the up back of Netton, and Netton will bobble it but just take a knee and maintain possession. Lions will take over, first down and 10 at their own 31-yard line. With 6:19 to play here, they lead by 7. Definitely need to do some offensive movement here to, if nonetheless, run some of the clock off and flip the field position. Lions come out in their normal set shotgun formation. Looks like Netton now in the backfield alongside of him. Twin receivers off to each side. Man in motion is White. They'll hand off to White over the right side. Has some blockers. Blocking breaks down as he crosses and gets hit right at the line of scrimmage and goes nowhere. Might have given him a half a yard on forward progress, but nonetheless it'll still be second down and relatively 10. Lions have had some struggles there blocking on the edge there throughout the entire season, and especially tonight, not allowing Nick White to get into open spaces. Twin receivers to each side. Netton in the shotgun alongside Nagel. They'll hand off to Netton. He'll put the head down, crosses the 35, fights for more yards. Ball came out, and it looks like the Indians might have it. Ball is out at the 39-yard line. They do say it is Pocahontas ball. Netton had a good run, was fighting for more yards. Ball came out, and the Indians are on it. They'll take over on the Lion 34 or 39-yard line with a chance to tie it with 5:37 to go. Lions are reeling here in the second half in this third quarter. They haven't gotten anything going offensively or defensively. Indians break the huddle here, 1st and 10. They'll send twin receivers to each side. Boovie in that pistol formation. Boovie calls it out, back to pass. Looking left side, deep down the field. He's going to take a shot. Has a man in coverage there is Hymanson. Hymanson running foot for foot with Callion. Gets the hand up there and deflects the ball. Callion once again down with that ankle injury. And he comes up hobbling one more time. Incomplete pass makes it second down and 10. Don't doubt the call, though. Going deep after the turnover, trying to take a shot.
2nd and 10.
Callion's going to hobble his way back to the huddle there. He did not come out of the game. There was no stoppage of play for him, so he can stay in. 2nd down and 10, ball at the CLGLR 39. Twins receivers to each side, pistol formation. Man coming in motion. Boovie will call it out. He'll hand Kopriva over the middle. He's got good yardage across the 35 down to the 33-yard line for about 6 on 2nd down and set up a 3rd down and 4. Once again, we saw on their first possession, the Indians not afraid to go for it on 4th down. Did not come up with it on that first drive, but we'll definitely try it once again. 5 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Lions clinging to a 7-point lead. Indians have the ball, 3rd and 4. Twins right, single left. Man now in motion from right to left. Quarterback goes, it's a direct snap to the motion man. He gets forward for about 4 yards on the carry. Nice job there of Jamison Firk to catch that ball on the snap. The quarterback never had that, and he gets enough for 1st down yardage. Ball spotted at the 28-yard line, 4:45 to play in this 3rd quarter. Lion defense looking to answer the call here and stand up and get a stop. Twin receivers left, single receiver right here. Boovie in that pistol formation, dropping back to pass, rolling right side, looking down the field. Now has some pressure there, trying to scramble, and just throws the ball away. I'm guessing you're going to get a flag for intentional grounding. There was no receiver anywhere near, and he just threw that right into the ground to try and avoid the sack. We'll see what the penalty is, or we haven't even seen a penalty yet. They're going to say incomplete pass, and they're going to say there was a running back in the area, and that's a great break for Pocahontas there. It was definitely going to be grounding there, but they'll say the running back that was blocking became the intended receiver. So 2nd down and 10, ball at the 28-yard line. Clock is stopped here after the incompletion. Twin receivers to each side here for Boovie. Boovie back to pass once again, looking left side, more pressure. Rolling left side, here's Stave in pursuit. He rolls right side, looking down the field, has a man over the middle, cannot connect as Carter Krall steps in front and knocks the ball away. Incomplete pass will bring up 3rd down. 3rd down and 10 there. Boovie doing a nice job there. He's rolling left, had heavy pursuit there, able to extend the play. Just could not quite connect. Clock stopped again here with 4:13 to go in the 3rd quarter. Lions lead 35-28, but the Indians have it 3rd down and 10 at the Lion 28-yard line. Trip receivers to the left side, single receiver right now for Boovie. Kopriva stands behind him, rolling left side now for Boovie. He's got some pressure. Now he's looking to pass, takes a hit as he throws, has a man behind the coverage, and it is caught for the Indian touchdown. Zed Hymanson not able to find the receiver, let them get behind him. Making the catch is Jamison Firk for the 28-yard touchdown, and the Indians are an extra point away from tying this ball game here with 4 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. So far in this ball game, the 1st quarter and the 3rd quarter have gone to the Pocahontas Indians. Lions able to have a good 2nd quarter. We'll have to see if they can bring it back in the 4th. Kick is up, and the kick is no good. It is wide right. The Lions will maintain their lead. 4:05 to play in the 3rd quarter. Lions lead Pocahontas 35-34. We'll be back with more Lion football on the Lion Broadcast Network.
Make your move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics.
Welcome back to Pocahontas here. 4:05 to go in the 3rd quarter. Pocahontas area just scoring once again. They missed the extra point, so the Lions still lead 35-34. Pocahontas has scored on 2 of 3 possessions here in the 3rd quarter. The Lions are yet to move the ball really on the offensive side of the ball, and the defense has not come alive as of yet. Lions clinging to that 1-point lead. They'll get the ball back here. Chase Boovie on to do the kicking again. A squib onside kick hits the up back, and I do believe Pocahontas has it. Yes, they do. Chase Boovie hits the onside kick. Not coming up with it there for the Lions. It bounces off of the Lions up back. There in the blockers for the Lions. Cole Remersma cannot jump on top of it. It makes contact with him, and the Indians are on top of it. So another turnover basically for the Indians. Give them the ball inside the Lion territory. 4:02 to go here in this third quarter. Lions clinging to a 1-point lead, but Pocahontas has all the momentum. They've got turnovers, they've got onside kicks, and they've got the football here looking to score. Twin receivers to each side here. Boovie in that pistol formation. Boovie calls it out, now rolling out, looking right side, comes back left. He's going to keep it, has some room across the 45. He finds the corner to the 40, slides out of bounds at the 38-yard line, and going to be about a yard short, but a good play there. That is something we saw in the first quarter. Boovie shows pass right, then comes back weak side and finds all sorts of running room. Second down and a long one, short two here. Ball at the 38-yard line for Pocahontas in Lion territory once again after the onside kick. Indians break the huddle. They'll send twin receivers to the left, single receiver to the right. Man in motion is Frk. Back to pass again is Boovie. He's rolling left side, has some pressure, throws underneath, cannot find his intended receiver. As it falls incomplete, it'll bring up third down and a long one now. Third down here, ball now spotted wrong again. Now they've got the ball spotted at the 37, not the 38. These officials have had struggles with that all night. Now they've got it corrected, and a yard could mean a lot in a game like this. Indians break the huddle. Twin receivers left once again. Single is right. Man in motion is Frk. They'll fake the hand. Now they go straight up the middle with the quarterback, Boovie. He's got first down yardage. He just slides at the 35-yard line, has 3 yards, and a fresh set of downs for Pocahontas. Clock will be back on the move here as they reset the chains. 3:40 to go in the third quarter. It's been all Pocahontas here in the second half. They've got 2 touchdowns, and they have pulled within 1 of the Lions, and they've got the ball again looking to strike. Twins left, single right, Frk in motion from right to left. Low snap on the ground there, and as Boovie reached down to pick it up, put the knee down, so he will go as a loss of about 3 there. Snap was low and short there. Boovie couldn't quite handle it and put the knee down as he tried to pick it back up. Clock will stay on the move there as it goes as a loss of about 6 is what they're going to say where the knee went down. So second down and 16. Ball now at the 39-yard line. Twins to each side. Man in motion is Frk again. They'll hand off over the right side. It goes to the running back. This time is Kopriva. Kopriva fights forward for a couple. Still going to be about third down and 13 with the clock on the move here. Lions need a good stop here. They need to force a negative to no gain on this play. And don't give these guys any reason to try anything fancy on fourth down. Twins to each side once again. Man in the pistol formation is Boovie. When he's in the game, it is good. He fakes the hand, rolls left side. Now a pass out to the outside to Callion. He sidesteps the defender, gets through a few more, has first down yardage to the 20-yard line. That was a fantastic play there as the officials conferred that it was not an illegal forward pass. The quarterback took off running, threw it before he crossed the line of scrimmage. It'll go for a 14-yard gain and a first down here. Ball at the 20-yard line of Central Lyon George Little Clock once again on the move, 35-34. Lions hanging on to a 1-point lead, but the Indians are threatening. Twin receivers right, single left, man coming in motion. Back to pass, a quick bubble screen to Callion. Callion trying to sidestep everybody. Nothing doing there. Flags will fly here in the backfield, probably in the area of a hold, as he loses about a yard on the reception. Callion once again coming up slow. Holding penalty will go against the Indians, and the Lions will ask him if they want to take it. They will, because they will try and push them back and make them use the yardage for first down and 20. Obviously a 4-down territory for Pocahontas here. Pocahontas area has scored 2 touchdowns here in the third quarter to come within 1. The extra point they missed on the last touchdown to keep this from being a tie ball game. Officials trying to figure out the spot of the ball once again, where they need to bring it to. And they will walk it back to the 30-yard line and place it for first down and 20. Lions need to get out of this quarter. The third quarter has been treacherous for them. 1:45 to play. First down and 20 for the Indians at the 30-yard line. Twins right, rolling right side, quarterback keeper. He's getting to the edge there. Now he's swallowed up as he crosses the line of scrimmage. Only going to gain 1 or 2 yards on the carry there, so he is brought down in bounds. Clock will stay on the move. It'll bring up second down and about 18 or 19, depending on the spot. They're going to mark him. Wow, he's just inside the 30. So only a yard on that carry. Second down and 19 now coming with 1:10 to play in this third quarter.
Second down for the Indians.
Pocahontas area trying to capitalize here and retake the lead. They have not led since the middle of the second quarter. Second and 19, Twins right, single left, man in motion. They'll hand to the motion man. He cuts it up the field, wrapped up as he crosses the line of scrimmage. Matt Matuska in on the tackle, only giving him a yard on the carry. Third down and 18 now. The Lions defense starting to show a little bit of life, and they need to. 35 seconds to play in this quarter. Third down and 18. Ball is at the just inside the 29-yard line. Twin receivers now to the left side. Single receiver to the right. Pistol formation. Callion now in motion as the motion man. They'll toss to him. Reverse around left side. They'll hand it off. This time it goes to the other wingback, which is Wagner. Wagner is brought down after a gain of 1. Great job by the Lions to stay home and recognize the reverse on that. Wagner got it and able to be run down by Lucas Nagel. A 1-yard gain there, and that'll bring an end to the third quarter of play. After 3 quarters, Central Lyon George Little Rock is leading Pocahontas 35-34. We'll come back here in just a minute with the fourth quarter and more Lion football on the Lion Broadcast Network.
Frontier Bank proudly brings you Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's an easy way to earn cash, no talent necessary. It's like a participation trophy that's actually worth something. You do everyday things, we reward you in cash each month. That's free Kasasa checking. Ask for free Kasasa checking at Frontier Bank.
And we welcome you back here to Pocahontas. Central Lyon George Little Rock clinging to a 1-point lead, 35-34 as we start the fourth quarter here. Pocahontas has the ball, fourth down and 17 at the Central Lyon George Little Rock 28-yard line. Lions defense has not been able to stop Pocahontas here in the second half. They got 2 third quarter touchdowns. Twin receivers to each side. Boovie in that pistol formation. Back to pass. Looking left side, looking down the field. Looks over the middle of the field. Got contacted as he let go. a penalty flag for holding against Pocahontas, but obviously the Lions will decline that penalty, and they will force the turnover on downs to start the fourth quarter of play. Earlier in the game, the Indians were able to fire off the ball in the first quarter, and in the second quarter, the Lions were able to turn it around in their favor. Lions hoping to change that once again here as they struggled in the third quarter, looking to bring things back here in the fourth quarter as they hold on to that 1-point lead. Now they need to move the ball on the offensive side. Twin receivers to each side for Nagel in the shotgun. Here comes man in motion is Carter Crawl, and the flags will fly immediately. 2 men go in motion. False start looks like it'll go against Riley Schneekloff up front as he went early. 5-yard penalty, and that is not what the Lions want here as they start their offensive set. Their last offensive possession started with a holding penalty and got them behind the chains, and they could not dig their way out. Now they sit first down and 15, ball on their own 23-yard line. As the fourth quarter is just underway, Lions need to do some work and help their own cause by trying to get some points on the board. Trips to the left, single to the right. Nagel empty in the backfield. He'll show pass now, tucks and run. Breaks through the first line of contact. He's off to the races. Down the right sideline he goes. Lucas Nagel starting to run away from the field. He will go all the way for the Lion touchdown. Lucas Nagel on a 77-yard touchdown run. Lucas Nagel fakes pass, takes off running. He was contacted at the line of scrimmage. Once he broke free, he took off and goes 77 yards, and the Lions have extended their lead to 41-34 with the kick to come. Lions needed a spark, and they got one, courtesy of Lucas Nagel there, as he was able to create his own offense. Brady Wright runs the swinging gate as he'll bring him over. Carter Crawl on to do the kicking duties once again, 41-34. Crawl has been true on every kick so far here tonight. Snap from Murray is good, hold is good, kick is down, and the kick is good. 11:41 to go here in this ball game. Lions lead Pocahontas 42-34. We'll be back with more Lion football on the Lion Broadcast Network.
Hi, this is Dave DeNoble. It is a proven fact that as Americans, we're spending more time at work in order to make a living and less time with what we cherish most, our relationships with God, family, and friends. The staff at DeNoble & Company PC, Certified Public Accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne, is dedicated to working alongside you to accomplish all your business and personal financial needs. By partnering with DeNoble & Company PC, you can spend more time with family, friends, and at church, making the memories that are priceless.
And we welcome you back to Pocahontas. Central Lyon George Litterock striking here right off the bat in the fourth quarter. 11:41 to play in the ball game. Lions extend their lead to 8 after a 77-yard touchdown run from Lucas Nagel to make the score 42-34 in favor of the Lions so far. Lions struggled in the third quarter, gave up 2 touchdowns, and gave up their 13-point lead. Now they've extended it here in the fourth quarter. Romel Lopez on to do the kicking duties for the Lions, has it teed up. A short squib kick over the top here for Lopez, and just falling on it is the upback for the Indians. Nice job of just maintaining possession there. Falling on the ball there for that was Gage Bunda. Bunda just making sure to get the ball in possession there. Pocahontas got a onside kick earlier in the third quarter. Lions trying to take advantage as well. Nonetheless, Pocahontas will take over on the 31-yard line here with 11:39 to play, trailing by just 1 score. They've been able to move the ball in the third quarter, just turned it over on downs. We'll see if they can keep that up. Trip receivers to the right, single left here. Boovie in the pistol, rolling right side, looking down the field. Looks underneath, has his man underneath there at the 34-yard line. Flag comes in as he brings it down at the 34-yard line. Jamison Frerk made the catch, but we'll see what the laundry on the field is for. The back official threw it. Might be an unintentional face mask on the linebacker for the Lions. We'll see. He tackled him pretty high, and we'll see exactly what the penalty is. Personal foul face mask. They're not even going to say it was unintentional. They're going to say a grab and pull on Matt Matuska. So a 15-yard penalty will give the first down and move the ball out to the midfield marker. Just inside of Central Lyon George Little Rock territory. Lions defense once again digging themselves a hole. Tackling up high there. Matuska got a hold of the face mask and a free 15 yards to the receiver. Trip receivers to the left side, pistol formation here for Boovie. Kopriva stands behind him. They fake to him, looking down the field. Left side there, has some pressure over the middle. Finds Callion in the open. Callion is off to the races, and he will get in for the touchdown, 49 yards. And just like that, we are a 2-point conversion away from another tie. A quick strike offense here for Pocahontas area. They come right back with 11:08 to play. 2-point conversion to come. They had one of these earlier in the game in the first quarter. They hit a pass to Callion in the corner of the end zone. We'll see how it goes here on this one. Lions lead 42-40 with 11 minutes to play in the ball game. Indians come out. They'll send twin receivers to each side. Boovie in that pistol formation. Boovie back to pass, looking left side. Now tucks and run. He's swallowed up. Does not get in for the 2-point conversion. Lions once again able to maintain that lead. 11:08 to play. Lions lead Pocahontas 42-40. We'll be back with more Lion football on the Lion Broadcast Network.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face. A long lost friend with a helpful hand. Picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank in your own backyard. With people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
Back in Pocahontas, 11:08 to go here in the fourth quarter. Pocahontas striking on a 49-yard touchdown to Cameron Callion. He gets into the end zone. 2-point conversion failed, so the Lions maintain a 42-40 lead. This is back and forth and a very intense ball game. Ferk on to do the kicking duties once again here. He has the ball teed up at the 40. He gives the ball a boot. It bounces at the 25, picked up by White. White goes right up the middle of the field, cuts through a few tackles. He's across the 45, out towards the midfield marker, and down. They will say the knee went down at the 48-yard line. A good return for Nick White. When he's got opportunities, he's done stuff with them. His opportunities have just been few and far between. Lions can't rest on that 2-point lead. They need to keep coming here on the offensive strike here. The last time they scored was a 77-yard touchdown run by Lucas Nagel. They need to move the ball once again. Twin receivers set off to each side, shotgun formation, netting alongside Nagel. Flags fly, and it looks like a timeout will be called by Pocahontas here in the fourth quarter. That'll be their first timeout of the half, and we'll take a quick timeout as well. We'll be back with more Lion football on the Lion Broadcast Network.
But I literally didn't see your text.
Pizza Ranch legends.
Like
the husband who didn't text back about supper.
Probably near a text dead zone. You've heard of a text dead zone, right?
It's only a legend, but just in case, there's all kinds of husband didn't text back about supper flavor at Pizza Ranch.
I'm totally getting taco pizza!
There's all kinds of that at Pizza Ranch.
Back in Pocahontas, 10:58 to play in the ball game. Central Lyon George Little Rock clinging to a 2-point advantage over Pocahontas. 42-40 is the score. Lions have the football. First down and 10 at their own 48-yard line after a kickoff return by Nick White out to the midfield marker. Pocahontas just scoring in the latest version there, a 49-yard touchdown strike to Cameron Callion. They failed on the 2-point conversion to tie. The Lions need to get their offense going here once again. They need to move the ball down the field and put some points on the board. Twins to each side here in the shotgun formation is Nagel. Man in motion is Kroll. They hand off to Kroll. He sidesteps a defender, gets up the field, gets across the midfield marker down to the 45 of Pocahontas. So a 7-yard pickup there on first down. Good job by Carter Kroll, as the blocking was not quite there for him as well, but he's able to break through some tackles and pick up positive yards. Clock is on the move here. Single receiver to the right, Twins to the left. Shotgun formation, Nagel and Netton. Netton will take it. He breaks right side. Wrapped up as he crosses the line of scrimmage, falls forward, but doesn't pick up any yardage there. The defensive end for Pocahontas coming up there making the tackle was Chandler Witzke, doing a nice job there for the Indians, forcing 3rd down and 3 now for the Lions. They will give Netton about half a yard on the carry. Trip receivers to the left side, Twins to the right, single or nobody in the backfield with Nagel. Nagel's going to take off and run again, breaks through tackles, has first down yardage across the 40 to the 39, and the Lions will keep the chains moving here and keep their drive alive there. That was the same play that Nagel scored on just a few minutes ago, but Nagel gets enough yardage this time to at least keep a fresh set of downs. Clock on the move again, 9:45 to play. Lions clinging to that 2-point advantage. Don't want to rest on it. You got to punch it in and keep that lead up there. Trips to the right, Twins to the left, empty backfield. Man in motion is White. They'll hand off to White. He's over the right side. He's hit as soon as he crosses the line of scrimmage. Keeps the legs churning for about 3 on first down, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Lions. Ball will be spotted at the 36-yard line of Pocahontas. Lions definitely need to just keep knocking out yards here if they can keep pushing forward. Definitely in 4-down territory for CLGLR. Looking to the sidelines here, looking for the call. They'll send twin receivers off to each side. Netton now in the shotgun with Nagel. Nagel calls it out. They'll hand off to Netton. He's hit immediately. He goes nowhere. Netton has nothing doing there as the D-line just got in the backfield. 3rd down and 7 now coming for the Lions. Ball still at that 36-yard line. Lions need to get positive yards on this one and really give themselves an opportunity on 4th down. Clock is on the move. Under 8.5 to play in the ball game. Lions with that 2-point lead. Twin receivers to each side. Netton still in that shotgun. Nagel throws quick to the right side. Nate Deach had the catch in his hands but drops it after the hit. Nate Deach had first down yardage but could not make the catch. He couldn't bring it in. And that'll bring up 4th down and the clock will stop. Lions will look like they're going to go for it here. And Pocahontas wants to call timeout. They'll call their 2nd timeout. We'll take another timeout as well with 8:19 to go. Lions leading Pocahontas 42-40. You're listening to Lion Football on the Lion Broadcast Network.
Frontier Bank proudly brings you Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's an easy way to earn cash, no talent necessary. It's like a participation trophy that's actually worth something. You do everyday things, we reward you in cash each month. That's free Kasasa checking. Ask for free Kasasa checking at Frontier Bank.
Back in Pocahontas with 8:19 to play in the ball game. Lions clinging to a 42-40 lead. They have the ball. 4th down and 7 at the Pocahontas 36-yard line. Pocahontas just calling their 2nd timeout here of the half to talk this 4th down over to see and make sure they get set up in the right position. We'll see what the Lions come out and show. Lions look like they are sending the offense onto the field for this 4th down try. Trip receivers right, twin receivers to the left. Nagel in an empty backfield here for the Lions. Nagel has it. He'll just pooch kick it away. Nobody back to return here for Pocahontas. Lions able to knock it down is Nick White, and they will put it down inside the 10-yard line. And they will go on the defensive side. Interesting call here for Curtis Eben, as the defense has had some struggles stopping Pocahontas here, but he's going to make him go the distance of the football field. First down and 10, ball spotted right at the 10-yard line, maybe just past the 10. 8:11 to play in the ball game. Indians trail 42-40. Indians offense has been sharp here in the second half. Chase Boovie back at the quarterback spot there. Twins left, single right, man in motion. They'll fake the motion man. Boovie will keep it himself. He's wrapped up immediately and brought down for no gain on first down. He's brought down inbounds, so the clock will stay moving. The clock will dip below 8 minutes to play. They will give him about a yard of forward progress, so it'll be second down and 9 here for Chase Boovie on that run. Chase Boovie has been hobbled a couple times, came out in the second quarter, but has been back the entire third quarter and done a great job of running this offense. Second and 9, Twins left, single right. Man in motion once again is Frerk. They'll drop back to pass. Looking for that screen. It's found out by the Lions. They read that one well, and in the backfield just ate them alive. And I think they lost a yard on that one. It goes to Chandler Witzke. Witzke goes backwards. They're actually going to give him a loss of 2 on that. Very well read by Stave and Matuska. They weren't fooled on the screen pass. Third down and 11 now. Ball inside the 10-yard line here for Pocahontas. Lions have been struggling on third down throughout the entire season. They've been able to give up third down conversions all season long. They need a stop here and maybe get the ball back. Man in motion once again. They fake to him. Looking deep down the field. Looking right side for Callion. And contact as Zed Hymanson runs over the receiver. The ball was going to be absolutely out of bounds there, but Hymanson just leveled Callion. And a pass interference call will give a free first down. There is no such thing as uncatchable in high school football, so it's a 15-yard penalty and enough for a first down. Tough break there for the Lions. Hymanson has struggled covering Callion all night long there. Callion was turning for the football. He was actually not going to get there as the ball was sailing towards the sidelines, and Hymanson just ran over the back of him. Nonetheless, first down and 10 for the Indians. Ball at the 25-yard line now. And a fresh set of downs. Twins to the right, single to the left. Boovie goes back to pass. Looking left side. Now coming back right side. He rolls out. Looks over the middle of the field. Picked off by Van Beek. Van Beek makes the pick at the 45-yard line and brings it back to the 42. A big turnover for the Lions after that penalty. They'll take over inside of Pocahontas territory. That might be what they needed. 6:40 to go. Still plenty of time in this ball game. Lions lead 42-40. Lions need to do something with the offense here. Once again, you can't say it enough. The offense needs to bail out the defense and put the points on the board and get this one out of reach. Twins left, Twins right. Van Beek in the shotgun with Nagel. They fake to him. Now they go Van Beek. Van Beek runs into his blockers, bounces off of it, still fighting for yards, and gets to the 40, so he's going to pick up a couple on first down. He actually ran into the blockers, bounced back, and now he is down. Colton Van Beek is grabbing at his leg. He was piled up on there after trying to fight for yardage, so the clock will stop there for the injury. Van Beek looks like he is in some definite pain there, grabbing his hamstring. Both teams will come to the sidelines to get some water there as Van Beek is down on the field. 6:25 to go in this ball game. Lions leading 42-40. Lions led 35-22 at the half. And in the third quarter, Pocahontas was able to come out and strike on 2 touchdowns to pull within 35-34 after a missed point after. Lions came back. They were able to score, extend the lead to 42-34. And then right back, here comes Pocahontas and struck on a 49-yard touchdown. Missed the 2-point conversion to keep that 2-point lead for the Lions. Lions moved the ball down on their next possession inside of Pocahontas territory, had to punt it away, and now have forced a turnover to get it back. Second down and 9 basically here for the Lions as they break the huddle. Clock on the move with 6:20 to play. Trips right, single left. They hand off to the motion man of White. White gets up the field, has positive yards across the 40 to the 35-yard line. So a pickup of about 6 on second down will bring up third down and 4. Lions definitely are in need of a first down here, if nothing less, just to keep the clock moving and not give Pocahontas any time. Clock is under 6 minutes to play here. Third down in a long 4, short 5. Trips to the right, Twins to the left, empty backfield for Nagel. Nagel calls it out. He's going to run with it right up the middle of the field. He's hit immediately. He falls forward for a couple across the 35. They're going to say he's down at the 34-yard line. Man down here for Pocahontas here, but he does come up. Definitely limping there off the field is Philip Minkler. But a fourth down situation now for the Lions. Fourth down and 4. Central Lion George Litterock will go for it here on fourth down once again. Parker Netton will come into the backfield. Twin receivers to each side. Nagel calls it out. Nagel goes quick pass left side. Has White at the 30. Has first down yardage. They needed 4. He got him 5. Lions will move the chains and keep the clock moving. Just a nice little hitch pass from Nagel to Nick White. First down and 10. Ball right at the 30-yard line. Chains are set. Clock is running. Under 5 minutes to play. Lions still lead 42-40. They've got it first and 10 on the Indian 30-yard line. Twin receivers to each side. Netton still in the backfield with Nagel. Now here comes White in motion. They fake to him. Nagel keeps. Nagel up the middle of the field. Cuts left side, running through tackles down to the 10-yard line. They'll say he's down at the 11, but a 19-yard run for Lucas Nagel and another Lion first down. First down and 10. Ball is marked just outside the 10, so the Lions can get a first down without scoring, but essentially they would have to score as it is that close. Clock on the move. Lions slowing down a little bit here. Going to try and get a little more methodical. Netton in the backfield with Nagel. Here comes White in motion. They fake again. Now Nagel up the middle, wrapped up, fighting for yards. He's going to pick up a couple inside the 10 down to the 9. So a pickup of 2. That'll bring up second down and roughly 8. Clock is on the move there. The clock is definitely in the favor of the Lions here. Inside the 10-yard line, we'll have to see if the Lions get to a fourth down situation, which they don't want to be in. Would they risk going for a field goal and let Carter Kroll try his leg? Lions obviously would rather score the touchdown and put the game out of reach. Nagel rolls right side, quarterback keep all the way, cuts through some blockers down inside the 5, fighting for yardage, and he is in for the Lion touchdown. Lucas Nagel, that is all effort there. He broke through about 4 tackles on his way to the end zone and falls across the goal line and makes it 48-40. Carter Kroll will come on to do the kicking duties and try and make this a 2-possession game with 3:34 to play. Swinging gate here as Brady Wright will bring him around. 3:34 to play. Lions needed a score, and they got one there. Carter Kroll has been true on all kicks here, has a chance to make it 2 possessions. Indians are bringing the house on this one. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, and the kick is good. 3:34 to play in this one. Lions lead Pocahontas 49-40. We'll be back with more Lion football when we return on the Lion Broadcast Network. We welcome you back to Pocahontas. 3:34 to play in the ball game. Central Lyon George Little Rock scoring once again. This time a 9-yard touchdown run by Lucas Nagel to extend the Lion lead to 49-40. Lions still not out of the woods here. Still plenty of time on the clock there, but the Indians do need to score twice, so they essentially need to move down the field, score, and then they need to get an onside kick and score again. They have an onside kick already here in the second half. Lopez, the short boot here over to the up back. Ball is bobbled and muffed by the up back, but I do believe he recovered it. And the up back there for the Indians making the catch on that one was Isaiah Heiners, saving the possession there for the Indians. Pocahontas will take over, first down and 10 at their own 31-yard line. My name is Joel Viss. Thank you for coming on along with us here as we made the long road trip to Pocahontas. Big thanks to all of our sponsors. Make sure you patronize our sponsors, and if nothing else, stop on into them and tell them thank you for making this broadcast possible. First and 10 for the Indians. Twins left, single right, ball at the 31. Bobbled the snap. It's on the ground. They fight for it. I do believe the Lions have it. The Lions are jumping up and down. They say they've got it. The officials agree, and the Lions get a turnover. Boovie couldn't handle the snap, and the Lions pounce on it. And a big turnover here for the Lions, and that should just about do it. They'll be able to burn off a lot of clock. 3:27 to play in this game, a 9-point lead, and a big turnover. The Lion defense, they have struggled all night long with this Pocahontas offense, but they have gotten 2 big turnovers here on the last couple possessions. Van Beek with an interception and now a fumble recovery. The Lions looking to put the finishing touches on. Twin receivers to each side. Nagel pump fakes. He's going to go deep down the field, looking for his man at the goal line. It is caught, and they are in for the Lion touchdown. Pass down the field, 29 yards in the corner there for the Lions. Not sure on the number there. It was in the back corner. Possibly Nate Deach on the catch there. Nate Deach went up there. No, it was not, or it was Deach. Deach is over there celebrating on the sidelines. Nate Deach made the catch for 29 yards. Lions extend their lead to 55-40. And that's what you do when you get a turnover. You take a shot down the field, and that's what you're going for. The Lions cash in. Carter Krall on to do the kick again. He kicks it up. It is up, and it is good. He is perfect on the night. 3:19 to play. Central Lyon George Little Rock 56, Pocahontas 40. We'll be back with more Lion football on the Lion Broadcast Network.
Hi, this is Dave DeNoble. It is a proven fact that as Americans, we're spending more time at work in order to make a living and less time with what we cherish most, our relationships with God, family, and friends. The staff at DeNoble & Company PC, Certified Public Accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne, is dedicated to working alongside you to accomplish all your business and personal financial needs. By partnering with DeNoble & Company PC, you can spend more time with family, friends, and at church, making the memories that are priceless.
Back in Pocahontas, 3:19 to play. The Lions strike again. They get a fumble recovery. They go deep immediately, and Lucas Nagel finds Nate Deach in the back corner of the end zone to extend the Lions' lead to 56-40. Romel Lopez on to do the kicking duties once again. He'll give the ball a boot. Another short kick. This time coming up is Boovie. He's going to make the catch, try and make his way up the field. He'll be wrapped up as he crosses the 35 out to about the 36, where Pocahontas will be in desperation mode here, trailing by 2 touchdowns. A 16-point advantage here for the Lions. The Indians are going to need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions in just over 3 minutes here. They do have the receivers that can do it. They have a quarterback can throw it. They've got receivers who can score it. So you got to still play true on the defensive side of the ball. Callion has burned the Lions a couple times. The officials picking up. They're respotting the ball once again. It's been a struggle so far here tonight on spotting the football, but now they've got it straight again. Twin receivers to each side. Boovie, a quick pass over the middle of the field, can't catch the ball. Cale Christians right off the front of his fingertips takes a hit after the drop, and he'll get up and make his way back to the sidelines. Lions obviously sitting back in a prevent defense, and the Indians trying to take advantage of the underneath throw. Christians could not make the catch, so the clock is stopped at 3:09, and 2nd down and 10. Boovie breaks the huddle. He'll send his receivers 2 to each side once again. He stands in that pistol. Capriva behind him. Back to pass once again. Pressure coming. Throws over the middle of the field and can't make the catch once again. Lions had a run on it. Tried to make the interception on that one was Carter Crawl. He was just about one step behind. Nonetheless, it hits the ground, and it brings up 3rd down. The Indians have played tough all night long. This game, obviously a 2-touchdown game right now, but a lot closer throughout the entire game. Trips to the right, single to the left now. 3rd down and 10 for Boovie. Back to pass, rolling right side, has pressure, steps around it, looks deep down the middle of the field. Receiver falls down, and the ball falls incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Callion was the intended receiver that time, tried to come back as the ball was thrown behind him and hits the ground.
It'll be 4th down for the
4th down and 10 on their own 37-yard line here. The Indians got a couple decisions to make here. Obviously they need to score, but they need to keep the downs going. So you might see an underneath pass just to try and get the 1st down marker. Clock is stopped with 2:57 to play here. Lions hanging on to that 2-touchdown lead. Trip receivers to the right side, single to the left. Boovie back to pass, rolling out right side, looking underneath. Now goes deep down the sidelines. It's a wobbler out of bounds, and it'll fall incomplete. And the Lions will get the turnover on downs. They'll come on, and they'll have to run a few plays with 2:50 to play here. And the Lions will just try and run this clock out and move on and become homecoming spoilers for the Pocahontas area Indians. A back and forth game, that is for sure. It had its intense moments here, but the Lions are going to come through here, and they're going to pick up their 2nd win of the season, barring a disaster. Lions will send their receivers 2 to each side. Nagel sits in the shotgun. He's got Netton alongside of him. They hand off to the man in motion. That is Carter Crawl. Crawl crosses the 35 to the 34 for a pickup of 3, and that'll get the clock moving and bring up 2nd down. Nagel will now run it to the sidelines here. Looks like he might check out of the ball game. Nate Klingenberg will come in at the quarterback spot for the Lions. Klingenberg, the backup quarterback, will come in to finish it off here. 2:20 to go. Clock is on the move. 2nd down and 7 at the Pocahontas 34. 200 receivers to each side. Netton in the backfield. Nick White in motion. They'll hand off to White. White around the corner there has positive yards, and he's going to pick up about 4 or 5. Going to be a couple yards short of the 1st down marker there. It'll be 3rd down in a rough 3, it looks like. Clock will dip below 2 minutes to play. Lions just trying to work the clock out here. Obviously 4-down territory for them, as they will take 2 plays to try and get 3 yards and just try and milk the clock. Twin receivers to each side. Klingenberg in the quarterback spot. He's got Parker Netton standing alongside of him. Now Netton will switch spots. 3rd down and 3. Klingenberg calls it back. Nato hands off. Now he's going to keep the ball. Nato over the 25-yard line. Has 1st down yardage there. Good run there. Wait, nice job there by Klingenberg to pull the ball away from Netton and then get the 1st down marker. But it looks like Netton is down. The fake was so good. Netton took quite the hit as he came across the line of scrimmage. He is down. Clock will stop there as they tend to him. 1:22 to play in this ball game. The Lions will move on to win here, and they will move to be 2-4 on the season. 2-2 in District 1 play. Pocahontas will fall here tonight and move to 0-6 on the season. still looking for their first win, but definitely a team with a lot of bright points for this Indian ball squad. Parker Netton is on his feet there, but definitely in some pain as he will come off the field. Clock will start here on the officials' mark there. Lions should just have to take a couple knees, and they'll be able to walk off the field and get on the bus ride. A long bus ride home, but a little bit better when you go home on the winning side.
First and 10.
Victory formation here for the Lions. Klingenberg up under center. He'll just step back and take a knee. The clock will be on the move. We'll see if the officials take their time setting the ball. It looks like they will, as this one is all but over. Play clock will start with 1:02 to go. Lions will have to take a few more knees, and they'll be able to take home the win. Once again, my name is Joel Visk. Glad to come along here on this broadcast here. A great game back and forth between Central Lyon, George Little Rock, and Pocahontas. A hard-fought game. A big thank you to our sponsors, Frontier Bank, the Pizza Ranch, DeNoble Austin and Company PC, Avera Health, the Premier Bank, Sanford Health, and the Pepsi Cola Bottling Company, bringing you Central Lyon, George Little Rock football. We do want to remind you, next Friday night we'll be back at home. Cherokee, the opponent for the Lions, next Friday night for homecoming at Central Lyon. Make sure you tune in to our YouTube channel if you'd like to watch the broadcast of everything we've got going on next week. Coronation is on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. We've got Central Lyon volleyball versus Sioux Center at 6:50 on Thursday, and the football game on Friday against Cherokee, all part of the homecoming festivities. Also on Wednesday, we do remind you we have a blood drive at Central Lyon going on Wednesday, October 4th, and it is hot lunch and book fair week for the elementary kids. So lots of activities. As the clock hits 0, the Lions are victorious here tonight. Central Lyon George Little Rock defeats Pocahontas area 56-40. We'll be back with our post-game report when we return to Lion football on the Lion Broadcast Network.
Frontier Bank proudly brings you Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's an easy way to earn cash, no talent necessary. It's like a participation trophy that's actually worth something. You do everyday things, we reward you in cash each month. That's free Kasasa checking. Ask for free Kasasa checking at Frontier Bank.
Central Lyon Community School District, setting the standard for success. Here at Central Lyon, we have a tradition of excellence and take pride in our quality education. Central Lyon has undergone many changes over the years, but our mission has remained the same: to provide an education and the opportunity for all students to become productive, lifelong learners. Our rich history combines with our state-of-the-art facilities to give students the best of both worlds. Our students have access to the newest technology, dedicated teachers, and a community that supports our efforts. Central Lyon Community School District, setting the standard for success.
Hey, we welcome you back to Pocahontas, where the Central Lyon George Little Rock Lions are victorious here tonight over the Pocahontas area Indians. 56-40, the final score here from Pocahontas. Big-time points being put up on the board here, and what was a wild back-and-forth game, and had as intense moments all the way up until the final minutes of this fourth quarter. Lions came out looking good first. They took the opening kickoff deep into Pocahontas territory. Only took 3 plays to punch it in and get on the scoreboard, and took the lead 7-0. But Pocahontas area not scared, not going away. They came back, put up 3 more touchdowns in the first quarter. They led 22-7 at the end of the first quarter. Lions rallied after that and able to march on in the second quarter. Figured some things out on defense, got some things going on the offense. They put up 4 touchdowns in the second quarter. They took a 35-22 lead into the half. After the half, they come out of the half, and once again, the Lions struggled once again. Offensively, couldn't move the ball. Defensively, were struggling to stop the Pocahontas offense. Pocahontas came down the field. They marched down there. We got a forced on a turnover on downs, but then they scored on their very next 2 possessions. They missed the extra point to keep the score at 35-34. Lions hung on to that 1-point advantage. Lions come back. They get a big touchdown run, 77 yards out of Lucas Nagel to extend that lead to 8, and they led 42-34, but it didn't take long. Pocahontas, they came back. They got a 15-yard face mask penalty, moved them to midfield, and one play later, they strike from 49 yards out, and they pull right in again at 42-40. They missed the two-point conversion. Lions hanging on to that 42-40 lead, able to put a drive together, march it down the field, and they finally punch one in on a 9-yard touchdown run by Lucas Nagel. He punched it in, and he extended the lead to 49-40, and then another turnover against Pocahontas late in that ball game. Lions pick up a fumble at the 35-yard line and go deep immediately and hit Nate Deach there for the final striking nail in the coffin and to make their score 56-40. Lions improved to 2-4 on the season, 2-2 in District 1 play. Pocahontas area, as we said, a very strong, a very stout team. They've got some bright points, but still looking for that first win on the season, and they hopefully will have a chance to get that as they work their way on through the year. As we said, Lions will be at home next Friday night as they will host the Cherokee Warriors for homecoming at Central Lyon George Little Rock. So we invite you to come on out and enjoy the homecoming festivities all week long with us at Rock Rapids in Central Lyon. That'll do it for our coverage here today. Once again, we say a big thank you to all of our sponsors. Make sure you stop in and patronize the sponsors you've been able to see and hear throughout this program. If nothing else, swing on in there and tell them thank you for making Central Lyon George Little Rock football possible here on our Central Lyon Network. Final score here tonight, Central Lyon George Little Rock 56, Pocahontas 40. Good night, everybody.